because literally nothing's
Okay.
changed. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna record. All right, so come on.
Yes.
I left Saturday game until after Halloween, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
'Cause y'all aren't next week, and I won't be here for Saturday's game for sure.
Yep. So we're gonna meet back on the 30th. Is when we'll.
You gonna
meet
do
back
something
up.
for Halloween?
I might. I haven't decided yet. I'm definitely doing something for my Sunday campaign, but I don't know if I'm gonna do something specific for this one. Okay.
So we're not meeting the 23rd?
Correct. We're not meeting the 23rd.
No, I won't be. I don't know about
Oh,
y'all.
well, we may or may not then. It depends on if everyone else can meet or not. I think that's off week for Squirt, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. So, let's get into this. Who's excited? We're all excited.
I'm excited.
You guys, I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and recap for me. What do you guys remember from last time the party got together?
Shenanigans.
Emotion.
Every week.
I always remember what happened.
Shenanigans is way too vague of a statement. Just saying.
But accurate.
Alright.
Accurate, but too vague.
Yeah. There was a lot. Jen got a new identity, which I noted on the sheet.
All right. Anyone else remember anything?
I don't remember how to
You do not. It's been a crazy week.
That's fair.
Kiva talked to some guy.
The party was
in a
split
back
like the
alley.
entire time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Listen,
All right.
we had a lot of ground to cover.
Yes, we do.
Listen,
All
I
right.
had
So
some
yeah.
freaking orc friends.
Let's split the gang.
Yeah.
We had a time where we pretended to be tourists, and some other people also had the exact same idea, pretending to be tourists.
Yes.
And we all just kind of were watching each other. No one breaking the ruse. Just
Yep.
everyone.
We
like,
got a
"Oh,
guy
yeah."
arrested.
So you guys, after going to the beach Leviathan, having a conversation with Callus, you guys left the beach Leviathan in search for the guy who was selling the drugs, only to find out that the guy selling the drugs was Zumo, who wasn't actually selling drugs but fake poison. Yeah. And so you guys took him back to the Moonstone Mask with the help of 2 Mintarn soldier guards, and after that flew away from the Moonstone Mask after dropping him off with what's her face, and you guys flew on giant owls, Kiba being a giant owl, I think, and picked up.
Yeah,
what?
he was summoned 4 giant owls.
Is it Kren? Kren? What's your new name, Jen?
While Redhead, it's Kryn.
No,
while
now.
The tiefling is, I put it down. Yeah, Lonnie, there it is.
Lonnie, alright. So, picking up Lonnie on the way, you guys, as giant owls, made your way back to Beggar's Rest, where you kind of set up a plan for Kiva's setup of a plan, of a meeting of a plan, and went to the Clint Bridge, just by the Orc Chasm Lake, where you guys kind of did as you were mentioning earlier, a touristy sort of venture, while Kiva secretly met Umber under the bridge and got some more information about what's going on, and got offered a job to distribute the drug. So congrats on that, Kiva.
Kiva Protector's Enclave.
Yeah.
The riskiest portion of the city.
Yeah. Kiva is walking around with an extra 300 gold in her bag, and has a maybe or maybe not a plan. And the last thing that Kiva did was look around to see if she was being followed, and that's where we're gonna pick up. It is just after midnight, and Kiva...
Okay, so some final points to add. Kiva hasn't told us anything about the conversation, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to meet Sabine, who we dropped Zumo off with, in the morning, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah, yep. So, Kiva, you were already on the other side of the Clint Bridge, as everyone else from the party is kind of like nonchalantly walking across it. You had made your way left off the first turn, and you looked around to see if there was anyone around following you. And although you feel like someone's watching you, you don't see anyone following you.
Okay.
So you were currently about right there on the map.
Heading back towards the Beggar's Rest.
Yes. Okay. So you are just gonna head back to the Beggar's Rest.
We're not sleeping in the Beggar's Rest.
I'm aware, but we didn't exactly discuss where we were meeting up again after the meeting.
Yep. So
We were all on the bridge with you.
no, Kiva had to walk ahead first, so you guys weren't made.
Yeah.
So you guys all passed your performance checks anyway, to not be made, as you made your way past. And Squirt, so I'm gonna get to Squirt, just a recap quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, just a real quick recap for Squirt. Squirt, you got picked up by those 5 friendly orcs that you were drinking with the other day, and you spent the most of the evening drinking and painting dicks on the sides of buildings around the Chasm District, specifically around the Orc Chasm District, the lake, rather. So you actually just passed the party. You're actually about... where's my thing? You're actually just past the party on the south side of town down here, with 5 large orcs that you've all met at the Fallen Tower. It's those 5 orcs, and the 6 of you guys are going around town, and just when no one's looking and no one's around, you have paint, and you are painting giant phalluses on the side of buildings at every chance that you get. Your hands and clothes are covered in paint, along with the orcs as well. You're all drawing them by hand.
Accurate.
We figured. So that is where you're currently at right now. And now that you're back, well, I'm going to give you a little bit more control of that situation. But you are 3 sheets to the wind already, obviously, because you've been drinking for like 6-7 hours, I think, something like that. So yeah, you're pretty intoxicated right now. And just, you're having a hell of a time. You're having a blast. So, that is what you're doing, Squirts. Everyone else in the party, you are about a quarter of the way down the Clint Bridge, headed in the direction of Kiva, who has not... Kiva, with that perception check, you actually would not have spotted your party either because of the angle of the bridge. So, I'm assuming that everyone else, minus Squirt, in the party is going to follow in the direction of Kiva. Yes?
Yep.
Okay.
I think when we left off, we were pretending to be tired and going back to our inn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Like our actual inn.
Yeah. Okay, so Kiva, you head to the Beggar's Rest along with the party. I am going to kind of like speed this along a little bit because you don't see anyone that's following you, even though it feels like it, and you do make it all the way to the front of the Beggar's Rest, if you're not waiting for your party to catch up to you.
She would kind of walk slowly on the way there because she's aware other arrangements were made. We're not actually staying at the Beggar's Rest.
Right. Okay.
It at least looks good to head in that direction.
That's fair. Okay. So yeah, you slow down, and eventually everyone else, you guys catch up with Kiva, who is walking real slow, kind of like looking around and, just nonchalantly walking back to the Beggar's Rest. And you do eventually catch up with her. Before Beggar's Rest. So if you guys wanted to interact before that.
One thing that would happen while no one's looking around, Jen's just gonna change back to Kryn. As they're going to the other inn and not meeting anyone that he lied to until tomorrow, so.
Yeah. I'd like for everyone, including Squirt actually, to roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Starting off strong.
Starting at the middle with a -1, but still in the middle.
Alright, so we got 12.
It wanted to be a nat 20, I'm just saying.
Love those moments.
Okay, so yeah, Kiva, you still don't see anyone. Jen, I'm gonna. The reason I had you roll, this is before you change, is because you do in fact spot someone before you guys meet up with Kiva. You do in fact spot someone tailing Kiva. You guys haven't caught up with her yet, but you do see someone watching Kiva as you guys make your way up. Squirt, with that 12, technically you should roll with disadvantage, but 12's still low enough. The street around you looks empty. There's 5 laughing and jovial orcs surrounding you as the 5 of you are looking at this massive, blank canvas of a building. You're at a crossroads intersection, and it doesn't look like there's anyone around.
Ooh. This will be the best masterpiece yet.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Put it up there. And they 2 of the orcs grab one of each of your legs and hoist you up to the wall as you begin painting, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So that's gonna be happening, and we're gonna get back to everyone else as you continue to paint.
Her around like luggage.
Yeah, basically, as you continue to paint on the sides of buildings. All right. So, Jen, you're the only person that spotted this tailor of Kiva.
Jin would point it out to the others and is going to try and try and see if they look like they're going to do something aggressive, if they're just tailing to get information of where she's gonna go. Gonna try and say, don't tell them not to do anything yet. Jim's gonna try and size them up.
Okay.
Probably might be hard with them facing away and it being dark.
Yeah,
but,
you're
like,
not
looking for any body language tells.
I mean, as far as what you can tell by what they're doing, they seem to just be clocking Kiva, trying to figure out where she's going, who, if she's with anyone, who she's meeting, what she's doing, essentially, after getting this gold.
Alright, I will relay that to the group, kind of the vibe I'm getting. Do we want to meet up with her at the appointed spot? Do we want to try and scare the person away before we approach? How do we want to deal with this?
Let's just kill him.
Jen turns to Twitch and raises an eyebrow.
Let's not do that.
I'm down. More blood for the blood god.
It's
Wrong-
more like,
okay.
Wrong character.
someone's stalking
But I'm
my
not saying wrong
daughter.
character,
Yep.
Corey.
Yeah,
Let's just take him out.
no, that's pretty fair, Twitch. Twitch is someone stalking
Yeah.
her daughter.
Well, this doesn't seem to be someone after any harm. If I had to guess, this is someone just trying to figure out if she's with someone, probably allied with my quote-unquote friend that she was meeting with. If we do kill them, it might mess up whatever she's doing.
I still think it's just safer to take him out.
We're not just going to kill everybody.
Alright, well, let's capture and interrogate. That's also effective.
Well,
What would we do after?
Probably kill him.
Can you stop?
Maybe we should try to signal to Kiva that she's being followed and take her cue. She can't
Can anyone
even
speak
talk to us.
owl?
She's not an owl.
Oh, I thought she was an owl.
No,
No, she's
she's
just
she's
right
walking
now.
back.
I could have Edgar fly over to her.
That might be good, have him be invisible.
Yeah.
Say something in her ear, get in range, and have her tell us how she might want to handle it.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah, you can do
Gabe,
that.
what does the stalker look like?
It's really hard to tell in this dark night. The storm clouds from the south are starting to really blow in now. There's not a whole light from the moon. So the streets are actually fairly dark. This individual is in a full hooded cloak. You kind of see that he or she has maybe a little smaller hands than normal. And the overall size looks somewhere around the 4.5 foot mark. Maybe a little taller. You can't tell if they're crouched all the time or if they're just short.
So does this guy Umber only have like gnomes working for him or what?
I don't know.
No, I'm asking in character.
Oh, thank you.
Do I know what kind of people normally work for him?
No, because you're friends with him. You don't know who he really associates with.
I don't really know his full associations. I mainly just talked to him when he was at his underground fighting ring. He usually had tips of things to go do. Never really got close enough to know that information.
How far ahead is this person?
So they're about 60, maybe 80 feet in front of you. They're on, so descriptive wise, they're clocking Kiva from the rooftop. They're
Okay.
following Kiva on the tops of the building. And they are like, I would say probably a good 80 feet, now that I'm thinking about it, a good 80 feet from you guys. Hence the reason you can't really see too much. And Kiva has obviously not noticed this individual. She keeps looking around, looking at the streets, not seeing who's tracking her.
I think the Edgar idea would be good. Let her decide if she wants to risk anything she talked about with him by taking action, or if we should just meet at a different point.
Have I made it to the Beggar's Rest yet by this point?
You're getting close by this point. Yeah, you're almost there by this point.
And Jen is looking at Alen expectantly.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I said I was going to send Edgar to Kiva invisibly.
Okay.
And just have him, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
say she's being followed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
punch on her shoulder and she goes, "You're being followed."
Kiva, there's a small weight on your right shoulder, and as you like twitch your elbow to like jerk it off, you hear a voice that just whispers, "Kiva, you're being followed."
She would recognize.
Yeah, it would be a Lynn's voice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Kiva would probably look around suddenly.
Yeah. Kiva, go ahead and I'd like for you to roll me two things. The first is a performance check. The second one is a perception check.
Okay, not bad.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to kind of shrug off like, oh, I'm being
And
followed.
again, not bad.
Wow, those are really nice rolls. Yeah, this time once it's pointed out, you kind of like pause and like stretch your arms out and look back and look around, and you do happen to spot said individual clocking you on the rooftop to your left, behind you about 45 feet.
Okay. Do I happen to catch sight of any of my other party members too?
From I would say by this time, yes. They're about 70 feet behind you down the main street that you're walking down.
Alright. Cool, because that's in telepathy range. So yeah, probably not. She'd make the connection with Alin because Alin's the one that just talked to her.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So someone's following me. What do we want to do?
And this is
I
all
think
while you
that's
guys
up
are
to you.
continuing to walk, by the way. So that no one is stopping to do this, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Correct.
Just making sure.
I mean, unless we kill him.
Well, I think for now I should just go ahead and go in Beggar's Rest and see what he does. Or they do.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to do that. Let the others know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And Kiva will make her way inside.
Okay. I'm assuming, Alin, do you relay that to everyone else?
Yes.
Okay.
Is there some side alleys maybe we could slip between while this guy is paying most of his, or they, while they're paying most of their attention to Kiva?
Yeah, I mean, there's side alleys everywhere in this district. It's hard not to find a side alley.
It may be a good idea to slip into the shadows and just keep a watch out. And then we can tell Kiva what's going on. Is Edgar still on her shoulder?
Mhm.
Alright, then. That seems like a good first step.
Okay. I'd like for everyone to, except for Kiva, everyone go ahead and make me a stealth check. Because now you're trying to track someone while not drawing attention to yourselves.
Hold
There
on.
you go, friend.
It's not a nat one.
Oh, Jesus. Wow, even
Yeah,
with
but that's
a,
good.
even
You
with a,
still get a total of 15.
right, even with a 2, it's a total of 15.
I'm okay
Hashtag
with this.
rogue.
She's having some trouble right now because she's barely containing herself from jumping up on the roof.
Yes,
I
that's it
got a
right
15
there.
As well.
Okay, that's still more than enough. I kind of imagine like Jen and Twitch leading the pack, just like, and then making their way. And as soon as they see something like troublesome, I feel like Jen just turns around and watches Dre's and Alin like, no, step that way. As Dre's just about lands in like a large deep puddle and not paying attention. That sort of deal. So yeah, you guys managed to stay stealth while tracking this individual, who does in fact actually perch on top of the Beggar's Rest roof, just watching all of the known exits. They don't seem to be doing anything else. They seem to
That's
be
not a
waiting.
great sign.
Boring.
Yep, Kiva, how long do you wait inside?
I think we'd also be relaying this to her as we see
Yeah,
it
at
too.
this
Yeah.
point, she's waiting to hear what the others tell her the guy is doing.
Okay.
So she'll walk up to the bar and order something to drink.
What time is it now? Because we were meeting at midnight.
Yeah, it's pretty close to 1 a.m. already. I can't wait to get back to Squirt. We're gonna get there in a second, Squirt. Don't
We just
you
like
worry.
cut back to Squirt, and it's just increasingly unhinged stuff is going on.
So do you guys relay that to Kiva?
Yeah.
Okay, and Kiva, how long do you sit in there and wait?
Well, Kiva would respond back via Edgar. Well, okay. Friend, this is kind of your area expertise. Is it a good idea to try and slip out and evade him, or should I just stay here for the night?
If Alin asks that, I will reply. Depends. Do you have if you can disguise yourself and then slip out, they'll probably give him the slip. He only knows your normal form. If you have any wild, well, we need wild shapes to get back. If you have any other tricks, now would be a time to use them. Or if you want to risk it, we could probably make a distraction for you. You're the one that had the conversation, so I think you're the one that should call the shots on how you want to approach this.
I think wild shaping to get out is probably going to be the best option as far as avoiding notice.
Well, I'm gonna let you think about that
Okay.
while we cut back over to Squirt. And Squirt, by this time, you've got it almost all dawned out on the wall. There's large veins and all sorts of very viscous vestibules. And as you're just finishing the final touches on that, you hear a shout from behind you. Hey! Hey! Stop what you're doing! And the orcs, not drop, but like lower you super quick to the ground, and everyone turns around. You see 3 Mintarn soldiers making their way towards you. Oh shit! We gotta go! All of the orcs begin taking off. Squirt. So for you, let's see. You were down the green down here. And there are 5 orcs. 3 of them split off in different directions. One goes north. The other one goes west, southwest, and southeast. The guards are by the base. They are down. Oh, that's a bad color. Let's use a lighter color. Red. We'll use red. The guards are down at the south gate, headed your way. So, what are you doing, Squirt?
I think Squirt runs
Yeah, which direction?
north.
North. Okay. So, with 3 of the other orcs, you and 3 of the other orcs head north. The other 2 head southeast and southwest. And one of the Mintarn soldiers turns right to go after the one orc turning to the right. The other 2 make their way to the center, where they find a 3rd guard who they point, and that guard goes this direction. So there are a total of 4 guards now. 3 of them are running in your same direction. I would like for you, and I'm actually going to roll for the orcs here. 18 and... Alright, roll me a dexterity, athletics, or acrobatics check. So, so for clarity, when I say dexterity, athletics, or acrobatics, add your dexterity modifier to your athletics or acrobatics proficiency.
I don't get it.
Okay, yeah, I think I have a +0.
Okay. So it'll be your base 10 plus your efficiency.
Oh, close.
So close. Well, that's still high enough, even with a 0. So it would still be it would be a +2. Yeah, because she rolled her athletics. It's not a 9.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it would, with proficiency, because I think you're proficient in athletics, it would be a +2 or 3, I think now. Yeah, it's still definitely high enough. Let me roll for the slow-ass guards. Okay. Alright, so of the 3 guards chasing you, one is definitely faster than the other 2. The other 2 are a little more plump and can't keep up. As you guys chug your way across the Clint Bridge, and I'm going to erase this other stuff here. And you're going to have to make a decision which way you're going after the Clint Bridge, so be thinking of that. So you guys chug your way across the Clint Bridge, being followed in hot pursuit by the 3 guards, one of which catches up to the slowest orc, which I don't have their names in front of me, so I apologize. 1 second.
It's pinned.
I know. Where's my pinination? Okay. Mock. He actually grabs Mock Horror Saber, and the soldier just rushes him and tackles him, and you just hear like this as they both slide to the ground, and there's a muffled like, "Hey, stop moving!" Oh, God, that sort of deal as you're running back, and the other two just keep going, don't stop, talking to you. And as soon as they get across the bridge, one takes a right, the other one goes straight. Which way do you go?
Left.
You go left. All right. So there is one guard on the bridge. The other two head up here. One goes right, and the other one goes left. Where do you go? No, don't ask that, Gabe. Okay, you already go left, and you even with your shorter legs, Squirt, you do seem to manage to keep up a little better than he's managing. You're very stout, very sturdy, and have a lot of endurance for this kind of stuff. And you can see in the back he's kind of getting a little winded. And as you make that turn, there's another soft like as the other orc is apparently captured on the ground. I would like for you to make me one final athletics, and I'm going to give you your full athletics here because at this point it's endurance, not so much speed. And I'm going to roll for the guard.
Damn.
Oh man. Yeah, he rolled an 18 with a -1, but still. Okay. So, Squirt, you make your way to the left, cutting into the main road, and as you make your way to the main road, you rush across this open courtyard where you don't see any carts or anything. You rush across the courtyard, and you can hear behind you the clank, ching, 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 as he's sounds like he's actually catching up to you. You seem to be getting a little winded at this point, having to use so many more steps than him. You hear like ching, 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 and all of a sudden there's no more chink, and you are hit in the back with a large thoof, as you were shoved to the ground, and he grabs hold of you with both arms, and you just hear from behind his helmet, Stop what you're doing! Stop struggling!" Do you continue to struggle?
No, I think
No,
the
you
game is won.
Okay, you just let him have you. Okay. So we're gonna come back to that then. So Squirt, you might be in trouble, and we're gonna go back to the party now. The party, you are outside of the Beggar's Rest, and you have been waiting here for several minutes. Kiva, what are you planning to do?
Okay. What does the tap room look like right now as far as patrons, since it's 1 o'clock in the morning?
Even for 1 a.m., there's still a fair few in there. I would say there's probably 10, roughly 10 in there.
Yeah.
It's by no means dead, but it's also not a lively place.
Okay.
You do see Zaffron behind the counter, though.
Oh yeah, Zaffron.
Along with his,
I kind of wanted to have words with him, but the situation has kind of evolved away from that.
Just ask him if he's stolen from anyone good lately.
That'd be a bit of an unnecessary distraction at the moment. How does she want to do this? Can she see anywhere nearby where she can go and avoid any prying eyes for the moment, for just a few seconds?
Not unless you're renting a room, which they're fairly cheap.
Okay. Does it look like she could walk into a hallway or something?
There is no, that the hallway itself is kind of out in the open. It'd be pretty visible if you're walking into the hallway where the rooms are lined. It'd still be pretty visible. There is a essentially an not an outhouse, but a communal bathroom that is fairly stinky if you are entering it, but you would have your seclusion in there.
You know what? Keith gonna start walking towards the hallway, back towards the rooms.
Okay, you do that, and as you make your way to the hallway, you hear a whiny voice from behind you. Hey, what are you doing back there? Come back over here. You have to rent a room to go back there.
Saffron?
Yeah, it's Zafin.
She's gonna turn around, look over her shoulder, and talk to him in his head, and tell him, "You probably want to let me go, or I'm going to go to the guards about your whole shape-changing scenario that I witnessed this morning."
There's a moment of confusion on his his face, and you hear back in your head, well, I can't take back what I said, so you need to give me another option.
So mysterious.
I think he means like
He can't retract what he
I'm
said.
just going to the room that I used last night. I think I forgot something in there.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion, not deception. 'Cause that was totally deception.
either one. I'll give you either one.
They're both the same, anyways. Ooh, not great.
Yeah, no, he kind of looks. He kind of like.
Notably, she's not trying to deceive him. She's trying to deceive everyone around him that he needs an excuse.
Yeah. Well, that conversation was happening in your head, so.
Well, that part. That's what I was saying. She said that part aloud.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Then say that again. What did you say out loud? I misheard that.
I'll just be real quick. I'm going to the room I used last night. I think I forgot something.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if that was said out loud, he would have immediately. Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Back into the hallway. Is there anyone in the hallway with me at the moment?
You don't see anyone in the hallway with you at the moment.
Sprite wild shape.
Okay, that works.
Invisible.
Yep. And then you'll have to wait for someone to open the door because all the windows are closed. Which takes, unfortunately, another 15 minutes before someone opens that front door for you to leave.
I'm just imagining Edgar suddenly dropping from her shoulder like a scared cat.
Yeah. Yeah. Kiva, actually, it's kind of funny. Kiva, as you wild shape and turn into a sprite, you have a moment where even though Edgar's invisible, you feel like you can see Edgar, and he's growing in size to your right, and all of a sudden he just like drops and then catches himself.
I'd have him mention back to me at this point.
Okay. All right, so after 15 minutes, Kiva, you are able to make your way out of the Beggar's Rest. Where do you go? Back to the party?
Yeah, if I can see where they have holed up.
Yeah, it takes you about 5 minutes or so to fly around to find them. They seem to be keeping eyes on the guy who is still, as you would see now, on top of the Beggar's Rest, waiting for you to leave. And you fly over to your party, and what do you say?
Hey guys, I made it out.
Oh, good. Getting worried. So how are we getting back now before morning?
We should probably get some distance from here before I do anything. Unfortunately, it took a lot out of me to get the owls earlier. I don't think I could do that again, but I could do like horses if we wanted to do that.
That might work. And while we're in this, now that Jen is pretty sure we can slip away without him noticing, Jen is going to go back to looking like Kryn.
Okay. Alrighty. And okay, and we're gonna flip back to Squirt. And Squirt, you have been picked up off the ground, and the guard is looking down on you, holding like both of your shoulders. What do you think you were doing tonight? Drawing those on the buildings?
Just having some fun.
What are the chances we walked back in the general direction of the bridge to get distance from the Beggar's Rest?
Not good.
Not very
Yeah.
likely, honestly. It wouldn't make a
Okay.
whole lot of sense.
Yeah, Jen would advise very much against it in case there's more people back there.
Right.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty. My assumption would be that you headed like over in like this direct. Why can't I ever draw over to the left? Over in this direction.
Okay.
Or maybe even north to get through the wall there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, I think that also goes, but either way. Yeah. So I would assume you guys went left. So you're just. Oh, so you're just having fun, huh?
Does
Well-
she still look drunk?
Huh?
Does she
I don't
still
think there's
look
anything
drunk?
in the world that can
yeah,
stop
she's-
her from
she's-
looking drunk.
Yeah, she's still drunk. Let's have Squirt's moment here. So just having fun tonight. Well, let's see how much fun you have in the Hall of Justice.
That
And
doesn't sound like fun.
no, I imagine it won't be very much fun for you. And there's a small like as he kind of like spins you around and starts walking you towards the Hall of Justice, number 2 on the map. Do you just go with him?
Yeah.
Okay. As the two of you are walking slowly, there's another yell from the back. Hey, Frank! And he spins around, and you see one of the orcs coming up with you. It seems he was also caught. This one is... Why can I can never find these. This one is Gok, Teeth Quelcher. I'm gonna put these back in chat just so I can freaking have them available to me. Okay. There we go. So yeah, this one is Gok. And as he waits for the other guard to bring Gok up, who's like just back and forth trying to like still trying to kind of get free. You can see there's manacles on him. He has been clasped. Because you are not struggling, Squirt, he is not clasping you. And the two of you, along with the two of them, also continue walking towards the Hall of Justice. And you can, Gok just kind of speaks over to you. Well, this sucks.
Yeah. Well, they came out of nowhere.
Ah, well, it was fun while it lasted. Ah, it's fine. We'll be free by morning, I'm sure. And the guard just scoffs at that. Well, this isn't your first time, is it? Well, we'll see how long you stay in here now. And that shucks Gok up pretty
well, it's
quick.
my first time, so.
Yeah. And Gok just like chuckles like a really one big ha. Apparently he doesn't believe you is what that was for. All right, so the four of you are walking towards the Hall of Justice, as everyone else now, and just so we have our lines here straight. And there is a gap here in the middle, so I would assume that you guys would have gone left. So the guards are actually walking that direction too, because they know that as well.
But we have no reason to wait because we
Right.
As far as where Squirt's just doing her own thing for the rest of the night.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So you guys are going that way.
Right.
And Squirt.
Then probably once we're past the wall, will be when Kiva offers, okay, any of you guys, are all of you guys okay with bareback?
Sure.
Jen says with false confidence.
Oh, what?
I don't think Jen would have ever ridden bareback before.
No,
What?
I imagine most of you have not ridden bareback before. Ironically, I think only Dre's
Alternatively,
has,
I
maybe.
could do axe beaks, giant goats, kind of whatever you want, really.
Question, Kiva. What is the spell you're about to cast?
This would be conjure animals.
Conjure. Okay, so that is actual animals. You don't control them. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this should be fun.
Well, sort of. Friendly to you and your companions.
Oh, okay. That works.
They obey any verbal commands that you issue them.
Okay, that works. So yeah, you basically control. That's fine. Even better. All right, so yeah, you guys, you can summon your horses or whatever. No one will have any issue riding these then.
Any special requests?
Badger.
I'd be fine with the horse.
Seahorse. What are the options?
What are the options?
You gives Twitch a confused look when she says badger and confused.
Out of character, definitely an octopus. Large octopus.
Yes.
Sorry, what are the options?
Options are in the spell list there.
What level are you looking at?
I was leaning towards the 1/4 CR.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Ooh, giant bat.
I just realized giant owl is 1/4 CR. I thought it was
Yeah.
one like the giant eagle.
No, you can do giant owls.
Oh, cool. We can fly then.
Okay, that works.
Can I have a bat? I don't want an owl. Can I have a bat?
Sure.
I'd like an owl.
Halloween. Hallowbat Halloween.
And Jen just looks at you and it's like, I might rather walk.
Well, you can actually ride it this time.
Okay.
Yeah. You could have ridden the last time too if I'd have realized giant owls were only 1/4 CR.
Oh man.
Rip.
They do have a giant seahorse.
I would not have had to use my 5th level spell slot the last time for that.
Definite oops. Oh well.
It looks so weird with you reaching behind you and it having a background.
Yes, I know. All right, so you wait till you're past the wall, and to cast this, and
Yep.
are you like trying to hide that you're casting this? Or are you going into a back alley? Or are you just like in the main road?
Were there guards posted right there at the wall?
There would have been guards posted at every entrance.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what it was Sabine gave us. Was it just like a badge type
Yes.
thing that she gave us, or
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right. Then probably as we go through the wall to the guards on the side as we exit, she's gonna say, official business sanctioned by Sabine. I'm gonna be summoning some giant owls, and we're going to fly.
They give you a really confused look.
Preempt it and just tell them that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, they look really confused until you show them the card. They're like, "Oh, what?
Yep.
What? No, you can't. Oh, okay. Yes, that's fine. While that's happening, Squirt, about 100 feet in front of you, you see just past the gate at the main road. Now, you see Kiva and the rest of the party talking to the guards.
Can I scream out, "Hey, God"?
Yeah, roll me a performance check. Everyone else roll me a perception check.
I figured out a reason for us to wait. I wasn't even thinking of that.
That's hilarious. Yeah, because that would have taken a couple minutes to like, hey, we're doing this, and then convincing the guards that you're okay to do that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So everyone hears, except for maybe Alin and Dre's. Are they not rolling?
I think Dre said he had something all over him, so he had to go to rinse off real quick.
Ah.
But he's still listening.
Gotcha. All right. Alin, are you rolling?
I'm here. I'm gonna open up my computer.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, unless you roll below a 5, you're gonna hear Squirt shouting.
Sorry,
So-
what are we rolling? Perception?
Perception.
Yep.
That was a really
No,
good
come
roll wasted.
Come here. Oh.
Kitty.
Oh. Yes, sorry.
Oh, Kitty.
Okay. It's never wasted.
He has such a good perception that he can hear the cat in another dimension.
There we go. All right. So everyone hears Squirt from about 100 feet behind you. Hey guys! And you all turn around, and Squirt and a large orc whom you've met before is being escorted by 2 Mintarn soldiers walking towards you guys.
Oh dear. Kiva just looks at Twitch and grin like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's a way to put it.
So
What did I thought there weren't any patrols in that area of the city this time of night. What'd she do?
yeah,
Well, she had a
they weren't
panel
on
open
patrol.
up
Just for clarity, they weren't on patrol. They saw that from the gate.
Hmm.
They, she had that pain all over her fingers. I'm sure that's not related.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I just wonder if they should do something big enough to get caught in an area with hardly any guards.
Is
And-
Kiva
I'm going
with
to the
us?
Hall of Justice.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Kiva's definitely with you guys.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Kiva, give me the card. Give me the card.
Okay.
So I grabbed that.
Okay, so Dre's, as you grab that, and I'm assuming start walking towards Squirt.
Mhm.
Okay, as you do that, the guards turn around to the rest of you. So, are you gonna do this, or are you? What's going on? You waiting for them? What are you doing?
Probably waiting. This was not anticipated. We don't know quite what's going on here.
Yeah, that makes all of us here. What is going on?
We never know.
Oh, it's been.
I gotta go get my
night.
sugar mama.
Oh my.
And Squirt, you see Dre's running to you by this time, holding a card out in his hand as he's running.
Oh,
Dre's,
that looks important.
yeah, Dre's. You make your way up to Squirt, and Squirt, what were you saying? Sorry.
Sir, that looks important. Can we stop for a second?
Oh, this better not be what I think it is. And Dre's, you make your way up. What do you say?
Yes. They're with us. I have this card. It's to protect the it's kind of a, I don't know. Sybil gave it to us.
You say
Sybil,
Sybil?
is that not the name? Sabine gave
Uh,
it to us.
Dre's,
I think you
Dre's,
definitely said Sybil.
yeah, Dre's, roll me a history check. I want to know if you actually say Sybil or Sabine.
That was close.
You were
I'm
close.
awful at names.
Yeah, you were close. I'm gonna give it to you, but
No, I did not. I forgot.
yeah,
Oh, God.
that checks out. That checks out. The dice never lie.
Listen, it's late.
I mean, that was technically a BL-15 on your
Yeah. So Dre's, you run up. You like, hey, Sybil gave us this. Sybil gave us this. This is supposed to let her. And he's like, who the hell is Sybil? And what is this? I know what this card is, but who is Sybil? Sybil did not give you this.
Okay, I'm new to the city. I forget names. I'm awful at this.
Did you mean Sabine?
It's. Yeah, I snap my fingers and like point out. That's it.
Ugh. And he kind of like looks down at Squirt and then back at Gok. Well, it seems like this is your lucky night. You're both free to go, against
Yes.
my better judgment.
Thank you so much for doing your job, sir. We really appreciate it.
Let's go, Frank. And he goes back over to the other one. And they both start walking away. And the other, as they walk away, the orc like looks over at you, Draze, and he looks over at you, goes, "Hey, can we use that for my friends? I think they got caught too."
Is this not the one that is? This isn't the one that I know, right?
No,
Like,
this is
like
Gok. This is
infatuated.
a different one. Yeah.
It's like, what was his name? Blood Squirter?
Yeah. The
Squisher?
it was
Squisher.
Garter, the blood squisher.
Oh, we gotta get Blood Squisher for sure.
Jen is just gonna call out watching them.
So unfortunately, Kiva and Jin and Twitch and Lynn are not hearing this conversation.
But we can see them just like talking and not coming towards us as the guards walk away, right?
Yeah. And do you see Draze and Squirt beginning to walk in the opposite direction from you
Jen
guys?
would call and be like, Draze, we need that. Where are you
We
going?
need to be going.
We've got people to save.
It's time to leave.
I mean, I got the card, so.
Oh my god.
What's Draze doing? And Squirt, you're pretty intoxicated still. What's Squirt doing?
I think Squirt's dancing. Like, yes, talk to Dre, say it again.
Yes. Yep, basically. So Draze, what are you
Think
doing?
about Dre.
Telepathically to Draze, Eva says, "If you go that way now, I'm not flying you back."
That's fine.
Okay.
That.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
So
Did
Kiva,
we
do you-
need to give this back?
yeah, Kiva, do you cast the spell and fly everyone else back to the Moonstone Mast?
Well, wait. If we don't have the card, it'll be illegal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just talk.
So what is everyone doing? I'm just
Jen
let's
is
just start
walking
from
towards Dre's.
I'm actually just gonna okay, so you're walking towards Draze. Alin, what are you doing?
It turns back to the guards. Apparently, we've had a minor change of plans.
Why?
Carry on, and it's gonna follow after the direction Draze is.
Okay, Alin, what are you doing?
I'm confused.
Yes.
Aren't we all?
I think everyone's confused. So Alin, Kiva and Jen, and I would assume probably Twitch here momentarily are all headed in the direction of Draze, who is walking away
Yeah.
from you guys.
Jen is specifically going to try and cut him off and get an explanation since he has like not said anything about what's going on
Right.
except telepathically.
So Twitch, what are you doing?
Listen, Twitch is going along with the party for now, but if this lasts much longer, she's about to throw a hissy fit akin to a toddler at Disney World at like 4 p.m. Okay.
All right, and Alin, are you walking with everyone else?
Sure.
Okay. I feel like Alin's gonna be in that same boat here real quick too.
Jen kind of is too.
Yeah.
Draze will just shout back. It's like, we'll get these other, what is it, 3 more people, and then we'll be on our way. But they took care of our Squirt for the night, and we owe it to them.
As Jen is getting closer, Jen's going to be. I believe they got her arrested, and also Sabine might be pretty mad if we're using the card willy nilly for people that aren't even
You
in our
don't-
group.
If you don't think Squirt got them in trouble,
We have
You hear-
places to be.
Yeah. You hear a pretty loud guffaw laugh from the orc, just like, yeah, yeah, it was her.
Do you think these orcs would go around painting goat dicks on everything? And like, I'm hoping as I'm walking past like a couple of them on the wall, be like, look.
Yeah, you definitely would see at least one on this walk. They have been all over the place on the Chasm District.
Also, there's people apparently looking for Kiva, so we should probably leave soon. Before we run into more of them.
Fair, but do you think some orcs would not be some good backup?
I think they can take care of themselves, and this is at best a minor misdemeanor that they'll only spend a few days for. Give me the card, Drace. As Jen tries to catch up and just step right in front of him.
Okay.
Go what
ahead.
Do you say, Squirt?
Squirt is drunk. She has reduced reasoning capabilities.
Even on my best day.
Point. They did keep up with Squirt, so we didn't have to worry about her while we were dealing with Umbra.
Maybe we can go look into helping them tomorrow. I don't know.
Squirt? What are you saying in all of this?
I mean, they're my friends. We should help them out. And they're Drace's friends. And a friend of two of your friends is also your friend.
Plus, who knows what information they may be able to get us.
And we can help them tomorrow after we get sleep and hand this back.
We can get them out of jail pretty quickly. I'm sure.
Since we seem to be walking and talking, is there any sign of the other guards and orcs yet?
No, they were all on the other side. They're all like here, down here, and here. They're well away from you guys.
I'm sorry. Okay, I look over to our orc buddy. It's like, will they be okay for the night? And if we can get them out in the morning.
Huh. This isn't their first time in the slammer. They'll be out, don't worry.
Like, I just about face heel turn and like, let's go.
Oh, thank God.
Alright, so, for bereavement's sake, you guys...
So we're not going help the orcs right now.
We'll bring it up to Sabine.
We can come up with a cover story. Some bullshit about how they were actually investigating stuff in the area, maybe? I don't know. Using vandalism as a front.
Alright, pulls out staff, and I'm casting the spell.
Alright.
I've never been so happy to be hundreds of feet in the air.
Is the paint on me still wet?
Yes.
Can I hug Jen?
Yes.
Oh.
The irony is the paint would show up on Jen's outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Jen instantly makes it go away. It's like, I'm still going to have to clean this.
Yep.
Can I keep hugging her?
Uh-huh, yeah, absolutely. Unless Jen's trying to get you off.
Jen would try to gently just kind of like put a hand on her head and push away. Tomorrow, after you get cleaned up, please.
5 giant owls and a giant bat appear.
Okay. All right. And you guys take off. So just for clarity, you guys are on the right side of the wall, not the left side of the wall, because you had to walk back towards Squirt. So you guys take off from the right side of the wall on your 5 giant owls and make your way over towards the Moonstone Mask. Yes?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, not the Moonstone Mask. We were staying at the
Leviathan.
The Beach Leviathan. Thanks. I couldn't remember. All right, so you guys head over towards the Beach Leviathan and make your way over to number 3, and you make your way inside, and it's much quieter now. It's about 2 a.m. by the time you guys make it in, and
somebody's still at the bar.
yeah, Squirt, you're already starting to sober up, starting to get a bit of a headache already, and as you guys make your way inside, what's his name, Harag, comes over. Oh, well, ye be coming in a bit late for... Oh, no, it's you all. You're back. Coming in for your room, eh?
Yes, also, can I take some alcohol upstairs? Just buy a bottle.
I don't see why not. Enjoy your evening, sir.
Thank you, and Jen is going to select cheap but potent alcohol.
It's still 5 silver.
Yeah, Jen will plop down 6.
Okay. And is everyone else going to their room?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Evil will need someone to show her where it is.
Didn't I say to leave a key or something for Kiva?
Yes. So, Kiva, you would be told where the rooms are and given a key to your room by Harag.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Kiva, since this is your first time here, the crowd's really thinned out. There's like 1 or 2 tables that have 1 or 2 people. For the most part, it is a beached galleon ship. Very, very large, very much completely made out of wood. There are old masts hanging on the side. There's mounted like giant fish and crab hanging off the wall. And the bar is just like this monstrosity of a wall of liquor. Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive on the inside. Very, very naval in design.
Kiva has ever been on a ship before. She has no memory of it, but she likes what she's seeing.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Actually, Kiva, oh Jesus, Kiva, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
This is actually, you know, I'm not even gonna. Don't even worry about it. You have a moment of seasickness as you realize, like, you make your way into the ship, and as you kind of like look around, you have like a moment, a flash of some other portion of your life, and you just feel awfully seasick for a moment, and it fades immediately.
That felt weird.
Yeah. And then everyone gets your long rest. You will have to wake up at 8 a.m. at the earliest to get your long rest. Yeah, before that.
Like, what time did you say it was?
Twitch, 2 a.m.
Yeah, so I'll be good by 6.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Before taking a long rest, Jen actually, I think Jen will approach Twitch. Real quick, I know you only need 4 hours of sleep. While we were at the other inn earlier, I've been working on something, and you're good at writing things, right?
Depends. Yes, I don't know about good, but I can.
I just need someone to real quick look something over for me. I'm still not the best in that area.
Sure, what do you need help with?
And Jim looks around. Nobody else is, like, downstairs right now, right? While we're coming in, besides the barkeep.
Did Gabe freeze up?
I saw him, like...
Are you alive?
Yeah, sorry. I zoned out for a minute. Say that again.
Jim is looking around. Is there anyone else downstairs right now besides the party who's in the process of going up and the barkeep?
There's 2 patrons down there. There's a half-elf that's sitting kind of in the back in the shadow nursing a very tall Stein. And then there's another portly-looking dwarf wearing a sailor's hat. And he is about 3 sheets to the wind. He's like swaying in his seat, just kind of humming to himself.
Alright.
Chanting.
Yeah.
Alright. Jen is going to walk over to a seat a little bit away from anyone else who is up right now, and is going to pull out the prototypes of the notes Jen was working on at the, forgot the name of the place with the were-rat dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Tiger's Rest.
Yeah, that. Thank you. I actually wrote this up in a document. But basically, Jen has 2 letters they've been working on since this morning. One is a letter to Jen's mother, and another is a letter to their brother. And Jen's like, I'm not really great at this, but I feel like after everything that's happened, and apparently everyone thinking I'm dead this time, I should at least try to get something to my mom. And I just want to make sure it's readable, I guess. And it's a lot dirtier than the document I just sent you. Lots of spelling mistakes, probably. Very shaky handwriting.
Squirt, not squirt. Squirt, not squirt.
Twitch?
Twitch, not squirt. Oops. Yes. So Twitch, I'm gonna send that.
I already sent it.
Okay. Well, I'll also have that. What?
Okay.
2 copies.
2 cappies. So basically, it's a letter to her mother, apology letter, and then the other one's to Callus, also an apology letter. Long story short.
Second one, not really too much of a apology.
Yeah, but it's Jen's apologizing, quote unquote, to his brother.
Okay.
So
Does Jen already have supplies for this?
Jen does have an ink pen and extra inkwell, and they were kind of scratching out beta drafts earlier.
yeah.
Okay.
So God, I almost did it again. Twitch. These letters are the handwriting is at some points almost illegible. You can kind of still make out what Jen's trying to convey. Words are like half the words are just pretty badly misspelled. There's certain sections that have been just like completely scratched out and written smaller, like above it, as like a replacement. And it's a fairly decently long letter. The first one apologizing to his mother for being such a quote-unquote bad child, wishing he could have done more to make her proud, that sort of deal. And the second one is to his brother, essentially in Jin's way, apologizing without apologizing, trying to negotiate his brother's hate for him, essentially.
Okay.
Or at least make it where he doesn't hate Jen so much that he'd actually send the letter.
Right.
And Jen will just say, obviously this isn't the one I'm going to leave, this is just kind of what I've been working on, but I'm planning on writing the actual final one tonight before I go to bed. I just wanted to make sure, well, my spelling isn't the best. Doesn't mention the bad handwriting.
So Twitch will glance over and say like, oh yeah, I can definitely rewrite this for you. There are some things that are a little hard to read. I don't know if that's because I'm so tired or if it's because they're actually hard to read.
Oh, I wrote it in a hurry. That's probably what it is.
Are you trying to deceive me?
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, let's, you know what, just for shits and giggles, go ahead and roll the deception versus insight.
You want me to roll insight?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually wish I rolled lower.
Wow, that is way too high.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. That seems about right.
You're really lying about this.
I'd be like, yeah, I mean, I'm not usually that bad. It's just there was a lot going on, and I was slightly drunk.
Yeah, he seems up to snuff on what he's telling you, Twitch.
Well, there's no way I would
Very
do that
cool.
with a 6.
Yeah. So, yeah.
spelling absolutely that bad. I never really went to school.
Yeah, Twitch is definitely going to offer to help. Out of character, full transparency. If she can't understand something, she's going to make up the word that best fits. So the language might not be entirely Jen's own.
I mean, as long as it's the same kind of message, I think Jen would just be happy with it not being what Jen has right now.
Okay.
And I just want to point out, like, out of character, this is a huge thing that Jen is doing right here.
Yeah.
This
Jen
is
was
a
thinking all
huge
day.
vulnerability that Jen is showing Twitch right now.
Well, Twitch thinks that Jen just needs help because he's not going to have time to do it. I mean, with a 6, my insight is shit, so...
It's still, you've been with Jen long enough to understand that this is a vulnerability that he's showing you.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't generally ask for help.
Yeah,
with
this is way outside of what he would normally ever do.
Only reason he finally decided to do it was trying to write it like 3 times and being like, shit, I can't do it.
Okay.
Twitch will say something like, well, I guess meeting your brother really shook you up, huh?
I mean, he's about as pissed off as he was last time, so it's not like I wasn't expecting it. But maybe a little.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Family stuff can be hard sometimes, but I'll help you out.
Whew. Excuse me. All right, so you're doing that before bed, Twitch?
No,
No. Okay, cool.
definitely not.
Just gonna hold on to those until you can have some time. Got it. All right, so
about 6:30.
yeah, so everyone gets a long rest. You guys, I'm just for simplicity's sake, everyone wakes up at 8:30, around 8:30, to get your long rest at the earliest. Otherwise, you will not get a long rest. So, you guys wake up kind of one by one at the Beach Leviathan, and you can hear chanting coming down from below you. It's kind of what wakes you up. Some sort of sea shanty. Can't make it out. It's kind of a mumbled hum at this point. But you guys all make your way, wake up. Is everyone just headed straight down to the common room?
Yeah, Twitch has been there about 2 hours already.
Yeah, Jen will make their way down.
Okay.
You could say Kyo woke up about 8:10 at 8:15ish and spent a little bit of time meditating with her staff.
Okay, so I was pretty clear. So then you're not getting your long rest.
But you said 8 was the minimum?
8:30 was the minimum.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. That works then.
Okay.
I misunderstood.
Jen
Okay.
might need to roll a con save because they absolutely drank the entire bottle before passing out.
Oh, you absolutely need to make a con save then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figured.
Actually, Squirt as well. Make me a con save.
Not great.
Ooh.
Could be worse.
Middle of the road.
No, not so much for drinking a whole bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, both you and Squirt are really unhappy this morning. Jin, you have a splitting headache, and every amount of light that touches your eyes feels like it's just burning your soul. Squirt, you're still kind of drunk from yesterday. You're a little a lot of tipsy, like a lot of wobbly. But you also have a splitting headache, and every time you turn your head like left and right, the world kind of spins with you for a moment before it catches up. I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but that is currently happening to you, Squirt. And Squirt, you do have a single point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Still, I think. But yeah, you all make your way down to the common room and find Twitch already down there, sitting at a table.
Jin is at least going to try and partially disguise just how bad that hurts. Jin will make their way over to the table.
Okay.
Probably order some breakfast.
All right.
So if Kiva doesn't wake up until at least 8:30, she'll be down a little bit later than everyone else because she is going to take a little bit of time meditating.
That's fair. Yeah.
Help reestablish her magic for the day.
Yes. That makes perfect sense.
Trace would go to the table and probably start like reading his book of fate or working with his book of fate to get the number boost.
Yep. So you'll spend an hour there doing that, Dre's. So go ahead and you can roll your dice for the day. Right.
That's a D20, right?
That is a D20, yes.
Oh, come on. It was almost a 20.
Oh man.
This is going well.
Yeah.
I have not rolled above a 10.
In like.
That always happens.
It's
You're
fine.
like, it's like watching Will Wheaton, except you don't roll quite as many nat ones.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna say you guys spend the next hour in the tavern. So 9:30. By 9:30, everyone's been down to the common room and had their food and drink. Where do you all head?
Before
I'll be right
heading
back.
out, Jin would ask if Twitch did that this morning, if it was already done or not. Because if it is, Jin is gonna hand it to the barkeep and just say, please don't do it until I leave, but can you just get this to Callus and tell him it's important?
Yeah, I'm guessing Twitch was able to write those within a 2-hour period, right, Gabe?
Yeah, it wouldn't have taken you too long to rewrite them.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you're doing all that, and then where are you guys headed?
We gotta go meet Sabine. We might be running late for Sabine, actually, but we gotta head over there.
Yep.
Okay, you guys
We
head
still
to.
have the pass to fly, right?
Yep.
We can
Dre's
fly.
does.
All right, so you guys don't really need to fly, but you can, I guess, if you'd like.
Might as well use it to
Yeah.
advantage.
Jen is going to pass on that and just go ahead and switch back over and make their way normally, since she's kind of expecting names. Lonnie to be there this morning.
Oh,
Wouldn't
so
she
you're
also
switching.
be expecting Kryn?
That's true. But I mean, we do have witnesses that it is true that Kryn was absolutely having a bad night last night.
We do?
So,
Oh, well,
Oh,
at the beach Leviathan, maybe.
yeah.
that's fair.
Okay, so
Might just.
do you.
Never mind. Jen will go as Kryn and then come back later as Lonnie.
Oh, okay. Are you. So you're not flying, Jen?
If Jen is gonna go as Kryn, they will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Kiva would make a point. I mean, we probably don't want to abuse it too much, but we are also probably running late for meeting with her.
True.
Did Kiva ever tell us about what the under the bridge stuff was talked about?
nope,
Nope.
hasn't come up yet.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so you guys fly over to the Moonstone Mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she'll use conjure animals again.
Okay. And so without the portal this time, you guys just fly over the beach Leviathan up into the air towards the earth moat that is the Stone Mask Island, up to the island itself and land. And as you guys land, obviously the soldiers come up and hey, what are you doing? You show him the card. Oh, okay, fine. And you guys are able to walk into the Moonstone Mask, where you find Sabine impatiently sitting at a table, just tapping her fingers on the table, waiting for you all.
Hi.
Hi.
He was gonna make her way over to the table and give Draze a stern look and telepathically tells him, "Card on the table now."
Chill out, yo. I'll look at Sabine and be like, here, we got the card back. We're sorry we're late. Our friend of ours got into a little bit of trouble, and if I know before we start our business, we have a couple of other friends that if we could possibly and I have my hands in the praying position. By any chance, if you can help a couple of our friends get out of the trouble.
Now, when I gave you this card, I told you to use it for official business, right? We had that agreement.
Correct.
She's looking at. She's not just looking at Dre. She's looking at the whole party and dropping her eyes mainly at Squirt.
Just to be clear, I wasn't there that night. I want to totally make that thing because Jen was still in the other guys then.
So.
Listen, I don't control them.
Okay, that's good. You're still with them though, right?
Yes, I think what they did was absolutely dumb. I just want to put that.
She was talking to Elaine.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So I'm at a loss because I really want this to be resolved, but obviously you all don't understand the meaning of business only. Once again, dropping her eyes to Squirt. So and she reaches over and slides the card slowly back to her. So I'm going to hold on to this, and I guess I need to make myself more apparently abundant. You don't just get to get away with whatever you want in the city. And now, before she kind of seemed generally talking to everyone, at this point she is looking deadpan at you, Squirt, is saying this. You don't just get to get away with whatever you want. There are consequences to actions. Vandalism is a punishable offense. Now, with that being said, I did not make myself that abundantly clear, so that is on me. This is your one freebie. Looking at you still, Squirt. Don't slip again.
Ma'am.
What'd you say? Sorry, you cut out.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Now that I've made myself clear, what did you all find out last night? Or, better yet, let's not do this here. And as you look around, there's actually quite a few people here. It's still morning time. Everyone's eating. Let's head back to my room real quick. It's back this way. And she leads you back to her room, which actually is very elegant, nice, full duvet on the bed, like a double person bed, just very ornate. Everything inside is very ornate. Everything is staunchly clean. It's just it's Dre's. It's almost a little revolting how clean everything is in here. But as you guys make your way,
I like the mess, but I'm not worried about mess.
as you make your way inside the room, and she spins around as you guys make your way inside, and she closes the door and locks it. Now, what did you all find out last night?
Jen looks to Kiva.
Sternly looks at Kiva.
Well, we've identified who one of your main distributors of the Dragon Tail is in the city.
And
We've identified that they're having issues distributing in Protector's Enclave, and I've been given a task to do that as a means of earning some of their trust.
This is
Interesting.
also apparently someone I've met before, not a good acquaintance, but one of the reasons why I was going to help out, and also why I decided not to go.
Yes. Get to the point. What is the name? I need names. Well,
One moment, I'm trying to look at my notes.
I'm
I'm
actually
not great
waiting to
with
see if Kiva responds. Umber is the name, in case you're
Yeah,
wondering.
right.
Yes, I remember the name.
Okay, just curious if anyone is giving her a name. She's very impatiently asking for it. So,
Does it not look like she's gonna talk?
Okiva's looking very hesitant about talking at the moment.
Jen would say, before we say a name, might I just interject with a idea? Instead of taking the name and moving immediately, in which case someone else is just going to fill his place, it might be good to gain his trust and then get to the root.
so, let me get this straight. You're trying to tell me how to do my job?
No, I'm simply suggesting something
Oh.
as someone who's seen these types before.
Well, as someone who's worked in this field for 20 years, let me assure you, I know how to handle the situation, and I'm well aware of the order of when things need to happen. So, name.
In that case, did I get a surname for him, or oh, no,
You
it's
actually,
just
you actually did not, but Jen has that.
okay? He goes by Umber. I'm afraid I didn't get a surname, but you know him, right? Kren?
Yes, I do. And what did I say his surname was?
Fuego.
Last name's Fuego. He is a fire genasi. One time dealt with some underground fighting rings in the city, so you may have already run into him once before.
When she hears that name, she just like puts her hand on her head. Oh, God.
That's how
Him
most people
again.
react when they hear his name, yes.
Okay, well, that's good to know who it is. That makes more sense why
So
he's been
Sumo,
so
who we
slippery.
left with you last night, is one of his underlings.
Apparently had a falling out.
Yes, well, we did some interrogation with Zumo, and he was also forthcoming with some information on Umber. I was just making sure that you all weren't trying to fool me. Apparently she's been given some information herself that she is not yet relaying to you.
Let me guess, he tried to double cross and make it seem like we were working with Umber. Because he tried to shout at the guards that we were trying to kill him before we actually turned him in.
What?
Well, he started with that, and he ended with telling us what we wanted to hear, minus a few details. So unfortunately, we didn't get too much information from him, but we did learn the name, and so I appreciate that you all are not just using and abusing the privilege that I've given you. But as far as distribution, apparently Zumo was supposed to be the distributor, but he thought it was better to make a little extra money on the side on top of what he was doing. Once we threatened to release him back to the streets, he told us everything he knew. He asked us to keep him under guard, as one can imagine, and she looks back at you, Kren, in dealing with Umber.
Oh yeah.
I would
Sounds
love
about right.
I would love to get my hands on him, let me tell you. He has been a thorn in my side for the last 10 years. So, okay. So, we have this information. So, you're supposed to be a distributor. in the Protector's Enclave, how are you getting the drugs?
Gave me a drop point to bring some gold to, and then return a short time later, and the drugs would be waiting.
And where is this drop? Do you tell her? Do you tell her the correct location?
Can we not ruin our relationship?
Can I make an insight check to see what her...
Yeah, you could go ahead and
Yeah.
make me an insight check.
just to see what she is intending to use this information for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Could have been better.
By the way, did Kiva say anything about Elsa yet?
Nope.
Didn't think so.
Okay. With a 13, you're not entirely sure what she plans to use this information for, but you kind of get the sense, based on what she told you moments ago, that she's not just going to jump the gun and try to end things before you guys get to the root of the problem. She's done this long enough to know that if you don't take out the head of the snake, it just keeps wriggling around.
Okay.
Or better metaphor, if you don't take off all the heads of the Hydra, it continues attacking.
It grows a new one.
Yeah.
So out of character, the drop point was
Xandar's arm.
Xandar's arms.
Yeah, behind Xandar's arms in a small red box.
There's apparently she would relay the described location.
Okay, you actually tell her. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. We may have to look into Xandar's. I don't have the name in front of me. Xandar's arms. Where is? We may have to look into Clotina then. Interesting. I was not expecting that turn of events. You actually didn't catch her name when you went to the shop, but that is the person who sold you your arm, Drays, is Clotina.
I was there for when
She
we
never
actually
gave her.
stopped by.
She never gave her name.
Oh, okay. But
So Kiva, you say that, and she replies in kind. So, have you made the drop yet?
Not yet. We didn't get done on the other side of town until like after 1 a.m. So we went and got some sleep, and then we came straight here.
I mean,
Haven't had a chance to make the drop yet.
That makes sense. Well, I imagine you're going there next then.
That was the plan. Yes.
All right. Do you have any other information for me regarding this drug? Looking over the party for anyone willing to give any extra information.
Telepathically to Kryn, do we want to mention Elsa?
maybe except by name, just say there's someone of her description, see if she knows anything that she'll spill with that. I don't want her to know the name though, because if we
I
know
don't have
her
that
out of
much out loud now. I don't have that much information, but it does seem like Umber has some sort of competition or a rival in the city.
Rival? It's the first I've heard of this. Do you know
Someone
who it
he's
is?
not getting along with very well.
Do you happen to know who it is?
I've never met them. I can give you like a basic description that I heard, but that's about it.
Roll me a deception check with advantage, Kiva. Because this is a bold-faced lie straight to her.
Yeah.
But you have some help.
There we go.
Hey, there we go. With advantage. I don't know why that took off the 20.
That's a.
That's
sorry.
that's a yeah, that's a
Wrong
that's a
one.
nat 20.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, she believes every single word you're telling her. You.
Here,
So
I've been entirely honest thus far. I haven't given
yeah,
her
yeah,
any reason
yeah.
not to.
So interesting. So what description do you tell her? Just like Elsa's actual description.
Yeah, I think that's all that Kiva's got. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's a pretty general description, so there could be multiple people, but
Yeah.
if she's calling attention of the guard.
Well,
Well-
the basic gist is there's a what race is Elsa?
Human, tan.
There's a human female that is like Umber is not getting along with and seems to have some sort of ties and connection to the whole distribution thing, but I'm not certain how. So.
Interesting. No, I can't place this person. Everyone, roll me an insight check. No, I can't place who this person is, but the description does sound familiar.
Damn it.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Kiva can apparently lie really well, but not read people.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it comes with a
Mind
job.
Witch. Nope, no
Nope.
strays.
What about Elen? We got Elen. Oh, Elen stepped away. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm back now.
Oh, okay.
I
Roll me an insight check.
I can't roll that. I'm not on my computer.
Ah,
I was
okay.
gonna-
1 second. I will roll for you then.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Where is Elen? Elen, insight. +5. Wow. I never get to roll these dice. Oh, that's an 8.
Charisma.
All right. All right. So, yeah, she doesn't seem to know who you're talking about. She has this stone face about her when she say, "Yeah, I don't know that. I can't place anyone by that description."
Jen is gonna speak up and just say, I did a little bit of snooping around while they were at their meeting. I think I might have also heard something about this individual. Supposedly slipped off.
Kiva's surprised.
Not in the city anymore. Not really sure where she went.
Well,
Just
hopefully.
very carefully paying attention to see.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
character.
she.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
But hopefully she makes her way back so we can get all parties interested in this drug.
Hopefully.
Well, unless you have anything else for me, let's chop to it. And she kind of like,
Do you have any suggestions how to go about the distributing in the Protector's Enclave?
well, I mean, I have suggestions, but I imagine your friend here, and points to Jen, I imagine your friend here also has some suggestions.
What I was more thinking, any preferred targets you'd rather we avoid distributing to? Any particular guards we should avoid who won't look too kindly on that sort of thing?
Well, since you don't have my notification to the guards, I would recommend not getting caught by any guards with it.
Okay.
As far as places to try to hit, you may want to look at the Chandacool stables. There's a lot of outlanders there, newbies, as it were, to the town. But if you're actually planning to distribute, I think we need to have a different conversation.
Maybe we can set up some people to pretend to buy it.
There you go. That's a better idea.
That's the kind of suggestion I was asking for.
Buy it and then turn it in afterwards.
Yes,
Maybe we
Don't
could.
tip them off. But
I-
just
let's do this. I'll have.
Maybe.
Go ahead, Ellen.
maybe we could talk to some guards to like have them pretend to buy it, so we're just handing it to the guards.
Right. That's what I was thinking in general, is I'll just have a few of the guards uh, go into common clothes, and you meet up with them and attempt to sell them the drugs, and they'll just take the drugs and not drink the drugs.
That might work as long as they're not any recognizable guards. I'm sure that someone will probably be watching.
I'm sure. If you guys haven't already been tracked, I would be surprised. Alright, so, let's say I'll have one person at the Chanticleer stables and another two just outside the vault that has just been hit. This is the first that anyone except for Kiva knows about that.
There's been a vault that got hit?
That's a good
Yes.
question. What happened there?
Well, there was some money stolen along with another valuable artifact. And
What sort of artifact?
she doesn't give you a great description. It's very vague. And she doesn't even like describe the item itself.
It's a dangerous artifact.
In the wrong hands, it could be. Yes.
In Umber's hands.
What do you know about this?
I was there yesterday.
Wait, what?
Huh?
There was
Interesting.
an individual under the influence of Dragon Tail that broke out of the vault carrying 2 bags of gold. In all the chaos, Umber went inside.
Yeah.
Oh, was that when you were trailing him?
Yes.
And as
Unfortunately.
soon as we crossed into the vault, that's when my shape changing stopped, and I was forced to initiate contact with Umber. That's what led to the meeting last night.
Interesting. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get that red-skinned tiefling, or the 4,000 gold that he took out. And neither did we see or catch Umber. That would have been a pin in my bonnet of a day. So, I can't tell you specifically what the item was. Let's just say it's a possible family heirloom for certain individuals in who may or may not want to see certain other individuals returned to power. You get the feeling that it's an old
those
artifact.
Winter?
Yeah.
Related.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, it's what related?
Never.
Neverwinter.
Yeah. So,
Gotcha.
Alagondar item, antique,
Never
is
ended.
kind of what you're getting out of this. Something to do. It's not necessarily a magical item, more of
Right.
a historical importance to the certain sects of the town.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Worth
just
a
got the red
lot of
eyebrow.
money on the black market. Well, the sooner we get this, the better. Let's let's get this closed, shall we? Go do your drop. Come back to Chanticleer stables. I'll have someone there. He'll be wearing a fedora with a red feather in it, and then you can make your way over to the vault. There will be 2 construction workers there with green bandanas in their back pocket. Are we good? Do you understand the plan?
Out of character, how long did Umber say it would take after we made the drop?
Within
Before the
24 within
drugs would be there?
24 hours.
How long?
Within 24 hours.
Okay.
So,
I think Kiva would relay that.
Okay. She's gonna have them. I mean, they're gonna be there until you show up there.
it may be good to contact them before we have the drugs. That way it doesn't look like we just show up to random people and just happen to sell it all. Make it look more authentic?
No. They need to be there multiple days to make it look like they're actually supposed to be there.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying we go and talk to them first. Maybe it look like we're asking around town,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Yeah, she's fine with that. She's just telling you who to contact. You guys do whatever you want to do.
Right.
Make it look however you need to look. All right. So at this point, no other information is being relayed back and forth. Do you guys head out?
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is just a really uncomfortable conversation that I did not like.
Alen doesn't like any conversations.
Yeah, you're right. I doesn't like any conversations.
Yeah.
Does it involve
You
human
talking?
contact? Keep him away.
You talking?
Another quick out of character question. Just because I don't remember all the details. What was it that Umber told me about Elsa specifically? Like what happened between them?
I don't think he told you
I'm trying to
any.
remember if he gave me much of anything at all.
He didn't give you any information. He actually, you barely managed to not get shot with crossbows when you brought up her name.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give you like any information on Elsa.
I know Jen got some information that they relayed earlier about it seeming like she double-crossed him.
Yeah, basically, Kiva, what he told you was, you were lucky that you didn't get shot, and if Jen keeps asking about Elsa, he's gonna get killed for it.
Gotcha. That's right. Okay.
All right, let's get to work. And she like unlocks the door and opens it out and like ushers all of you out the door.
Miriam's gonna be like the last one to step out. She's been oddly quiet this entire time.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, Miriam.
No, Miriam's leaving.
Oh, you're leaving? Okay, I thought you were going to say something after everyone. All right. So, yeah, everyone leaves. And as you turn to leave, as everyone leaves, you hear from behind you, Miriam, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the party.
Oh, we'll all be there. They've been invited as well. But yes, looking forward to letting our hair down.
Oh, yes, yes. She looked a little disheartened at that, but it is what it is. You guys head out. Where do you guys go?
Probably the drop point.
Is everyone good with that?
Don't mask it first. so we can discuss amongst ourselves without being overheard by every patron in the building.
Right,
so.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, plan for the day.
We need to figure out who was following you last night.
Yeah?
I mean, I could wager a guess.
So, should we avoid that part of town today, or should we make a point of going to that part of town today?
I would avoid it. I'd say just make it look like we're scouting for people who want to buy a dragon tail, and just focus on if somebody is looking at us, they're probably from Umber, and just making sure that we're not double crossing them. And as long as they can't tell we are, should be fine.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Umber doesn't know about the rest of us, right?
He knows she's with some people, and he already...
Including about Alin and Kryn. The rest, no.
Although, you didn't say you didn't have other people with you, did you? Or that you wouldn't get additional help?
In case you don't remember, you did ask that, and he was only okay with you using Alin.
Okay, yeah.
What?
That's a good point. Yep.
Thanks so much for volunteering, Elaine. We appreciate you taking some.
What?
Well, then I would probably suggest some of us do some other snooping while they take care of that. Because there's no way we're not going to get him to send people to watch. It's not going to happen.
What other snooping do you have in mind?
The kind that's probably going to get me killed?
Oh yeah, by the way, Umber says you should really stop asking around about Elsa.
So ask around without the name. Got it.
Maybe... Did we give... I can't remember all the details about Elsa. Have we been given any direction at all as where to start with her?
Nope.
We know she is at the pirate's stronghold, and we can indirectly ask about her by asking about that. See if we can find a way to get up there. Because if we do,
Maybe the guard stronghold wants to buy some mushroom wine. And a spunky sales team is ready to go talk to the proprietor.
and one of who may have a connection up there. I don't know. I'm not sure if anyone I know is up there, but there might be. Besides the obvious.
Oh boy.
Right. With Miriam's prior knowledge of the city, has the pirates area ever bought wine before?
No. No, they have not.
Okay, well, there's a first time for everything.
There is a first time for everything.
I will say
You
the
gotta
wine
figure out how to
might
get up
be
there
a hard
first.
sell.
Well, we're gonna fly, right?
Yeah, how?
That's probably not going to work. We need to find a way they'll let us in, or else we're probably not getting in. If it was that easy, the guard would have stormed the place a long time.
Yeah, keep it. Jesus, Twitch. You'd be keenly aware of the history of the pirate Skyhold. They have heavy fortifications. It's basically a castle on a floating island with ballistas and other war machines set on the basilicas. That just, anything that's flying towards it, they can just shoot it down if they want.
I can...
Almost anything that's flying towards it.
Almost
So they're
anything.
not friendly.
No, not unless you're a pirate.
Well, we know someone with insider information on how to act like a pirate, right?
True.
Or maybe...
Batten down the hatches.
Please don't. That's not how you act like a pirate.
R-E-A-T.
A good place to start might be looking at the docks. Sometimes pirate ships come in disguised as merchant vessels. Maybe we can find something there.
Boring. Okay.
I mean, the fun way will probably get us killed before we reach it. So, weighing pros and cons here.
Man, I'm pretty sure I have a way that we could get up there, but it sounds like I'm gonna need to be here in the Protector's Enclave most of the day.
Well, we had a way to communicate amongst ourselves.
Turn into a limb.
Well, actually, if Alin and I are both here, we could send Alin. You could send Edgar with them, right?
That's what I was thinking. Walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie bird.
You won't need Edgar as part of your surveillance once you make the drop and things?
That's a good point too. We've only got so many things we can do at once.
Yeah.
How much are sending stones? I think
Actually,
it's
that
five.
might be a good idea. Would be to have Edgar watch the drop location and see who comes and makes the exchange.
Oh yeah, you're right. He can like scope it out.
Oh, that's what we're already.
And stay at a far enough distance so if they have any kind of anti-magic stuff. Well, actually, this imp.
If he started on anti-magic.
What?
Don't get me started on that anti-magic. Ugh.
Wait, would an imp's natural ability to turn invisible count as magic?
It's an innate ability and not considered a magical ability.
Ah, so it would be fine. Would a familiar be?
A familiar, however, is magical in nature and would disappear.
Oh my
So
god.
since he can see, he could just be stationed, like, above.
He could be an observer and then follow at a distance?
Yeah.
Question mark?
This assumes they'd give their nice, expensive stuff to whatever rando is going to be dropping it off.
The flawless plan.
Alright, so, you guys have made your way out of the Moonstone Mask and kind of having this conversation on the street to yourselves. Where is everyone headed? I haven't heard anything from Squirt or Draze.
Right down on the street yet. I thought we were just outside the building.
Oh,
still
well,
up on
that's
on
fine.
the moat.
Either way, so I'm gonna start with Squirt and then Draze and then get everyone else. So Squirt, where are you going? You headed with Jin and Twitch.
Yes.
Okay, Draze.
Yeah, we're killing time right now, or are we going directly to everything?
I think you guys are hunting for Elsa.
We are splitting the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not again.
It's our favorite.
Well then, yeah, I'll go with Twitch and then.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like we have Alen and Kiva headed up to Xandar's Arms, and Twitch and Jin and Draze and Squirt are going to hang around the docks. And I'm going to ask this, just where are you guys starting? The north docks or the south docks?
Does Jin know which one would most likely have possibly people in the know that are pretending to not be in the know?
Roll me a percentile.
Okay.
I can't. I don't really know if Jin would know that, honestly.
I was just thinking that because Jin came into the city the last time while on a pirate ship.
Right. That's why I want to know, like, if you were just like junting in, you're like, yeah, that was pretty easy, or if you were like, yeah, let me ask around some questions. It's a 50-50 shot, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Jen, you know that the South Docks is generally where the merchant ships come in. Quote unquote merchant ships.
You said south?
The South Docks, over by the Hall of Justice, number 2. So basically, just about where you guys are at now, back on the ground.
Most of the time, if a less than legal crew comes in, it's right around here. So south.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are gonna head to the South Docks. So that'll be pretty quick. We'll get to you in a minute. And so Kiva and Alin, the two of you head towards Xandar's Arms. How are you making your way there? Are you gonna just walk, get a cart? What are you doing?
Do I think I could walk there in time?
Yeah, there's no real time limit, so to
it's
speak.
not a time limit. It's just whenever we get the drop made, within 24 hours. That'll be when the exchange happens.
So yeah, I'll walk. My boots are comfortable. I don't mind walking.
Okay.
Well, once we use the portal to get back down to ground level, Kiva would offer. I mean, since it's just the two of us, I can wild shape and you can ride.
No thanks. That's kind of weird.
You've ridden me as an axe-beak before many times.
I have? I forgot.
Yeah.
Never mind. That didn't happen then.
Oh my goodness.
Never mind.
Okay, so you're riding Kiva
I
then?
didn't say that.
Yeah, you're riding that
So yes,
Kiva
riding axe-beak.
Sure.
then? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Alright.
Okay, so the two of you make your way up the Dolphin Bridge because only guards are allowed on the winged wyvern and sleeping dragon. So you make your way up the Dolphin Bridge over to Xandar's arms, and I'm assuming Kiva, when do you wild shape back, like right at it or before or?
Probably a little bit before.
Okay, kind of go off into a side street and just change back.
I mean, probably not even really that. She's not exactly been hiding the fact that she's a druid here in the city.
That's fair.
So,
okay. Okay, so yeah, just in the middle of the street, and as you do that, there's just like a murmur from behind you. What the hell was that? Wasn't that just a bird? Who? What? That sort of deal as you head over to Xandar's arms, and as described before, the building stands as is, and do you guys make your way inside or just around the back, or what are you doing?
Doors arms. Which one is that?
Number 24.
24. Okay.
Okay.
And just for clarity, it is the large building in the center of all of the other buildings.
Gotcha. Okay.
This one.
Yep. Telepathically to Alin, should we wander around for a little bit and just look like we're tourists in the area so we can scope out the area first?
Sounds good to me, Mrs. Owen. Where should I send Edgar somewhere, or?
That could help too, yeah. He could give us an aerial view.
Yeah. I'll just have him scope out the place from bird's eye. Which is his best viewpoint.
Alright, so Alen, you can make me 2, one for you and one for Edgar. Make me perception checks, the 3 of you.
Okay, hold on. Perception for me, 12. Perception is wisdom, right?
Yes, it's wisdom based.
Okay, and perception for Edgar is 6.
He doesn't see a whole lot of anything.
He just sees a bunch of people. It's
Yeah,
crowded.
they all look the
It's
same
just
to
the
him.
tops of people's heads.
Like to the city.
Yeah, you kind of get this sense in your head, Alen, just like all these humans look the same to me. That sort of deal. So yeah, the two of you kind of nonchalantly walk around and looking around, and you don't see anyone necessarily watching the building itself. Kiva and Alen, what's your passive perception?
Kiva's, I believe, is 18. Yeah,
Okay.
18.
And Alen?
What?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15 as well.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, you guys make your way around, and you don't see anyone casing the joint, as it were.
Do we make note of the drop location?
You do. You definitely see the drop location. On the back of the building, there's a shelf, and in the middle of the shelf is kind of painted a square red box that hangs underneath the shelf with a little lid, latch lid.
Okay.
It's very, very nondescript. If you weren't looking for it, you probably wouldn't notice it.
Okay. Alright. Well, I guess that's where we make the drop. Okay, now or never. He's gonna walk over and pull the bag out, put it in.
Okay, yeah. You look around and you don't see anyone paying attention to you, so the two of you slip around behind the building and drop the money off and casually walk away. Lynn, do you have Edgar sit there and watch the box?
Yeah, I'd have him perch somewhere high up.
I'm assuming invisibly?
Yes.
Okay, how far away?
How high is the ceiling/wall?
The building itself is not very tall. It's only maybe 30, 35 feet tall, with roof included.
Mhm.
It's a very flat building. All the other buildings around it are actually a little taller, for the most part. So,
I think I have him sit on the top of one of the nearby buildings and just look down.
okay, that's fair.
Good management.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm not going to use that perception. He's just going to literally just be watching to see who takes from the box. You don't need to roll for that. So we'll flip over to everyone else at the docks. You guys make your way to the south docks, and coming down from Moonstone Mask, you enter the portal and you reappear on the south docks, and along the left and right of you is a paved, sort of concrete, sort of sidewalk area with a lot of docks left and right, going all the way down for like a quarter mile on either side. There are some large cargo ships on either side of you, and on the far right, out in the distance, there is a long pier that kind of extends out and goes almost underneath the Moonstone Mask. It's so long, away from the shore. Several ships are docked out there as well.
Where are we on the map? I'm just trying to orient myself.
Sorry. Yeah, you guys are essentially right here by the Moonstone Mask on the south side.
Oh, okay. And we're trying to get to 28?
You're trying to get information from this area.
Yeah, Jin, having known where to look, does Jin know any kind of signs to look for to maybe identify if someone is with a pirate crew? Any kind of like a thieves' camp but for pirates?
Not necessarily thieves' camp, but for pirates.
Yeah, but like
you could roll me.
you know.
I would have all four of you roll me a perception check, because Jin would tell you kind of what you're looking for. Generally speaking, there are signs to look for like galleon ships that are supposed to be merchant ships, but may or may not be carrying legal cargo.
What about investigation?
You can roll investigation. I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Would a passive No, passive wouldn't work.
No, you're actively looking for.
Yeah. So 19. There we go.
Yeah.
Much better tonight.
Twitch.
I've got a +7 in that.
Yeah. Twitch and Squirt, the two of you can roll me some rolls here as well.
For, investigation?
Yeah.
Or perception.
Or perception.
Switch it up. See if this... Nope. I'm still just gonna roll 2s and stuff.
Okay, sounds good. So Squirt. Okay, so yeah, walking along the docks. Actually, 3 of 4 of you don't see the signs. Jen, you know what you're looking for, and you're just going along finding these ships, and they all seem pretty legit. It's kind of disappointing, really. Then you make your way towards the south side a little more, along that long dock. And as you make your way out to the long dock to kind of like peruse the ships, Dre's, you are kind of like looking at the ships and looking for what Jen has noted for you. And you kind of get bored for a moment and look at some of the cargo instead. You're just like, man, these ships look all the freaking same. And then you look down and you see a box that has a small skull with a flag draped behind it, which is the indicator that Jen was looking for. And it is being unloaded by burly-looking human male, roughly 35. He's got a scar down his right arm, and he seems to be making his way back towards a very large cargo ship, or supposedly a cargo ship, back inside the cargo hold to grab more of these boxes, probably.
I'll make my way over to Corinne and be like, Corinne, look there. You see that? Is that what you're talking about, the flag?
Yes, that is exactly it. Jin is going to spend a moment just surveying the ship that he is taking it back to, looking at the crew and just kind of getting a feel for how big of a crew this might be, if there's any individual they'd spot that would be easy to intercept just for a minute.
What's your passive perception?
19.
A 19. Okay, cool. Because the 14 actually wasn't high enough, so I'm glad I asked. So yeah, looking around, kind of glossing over the ship itself, you're looking to see how many people you spot. Several individuals, all armed. Maybe not like overly armed, but they all have either cutlasses or scimitars. And as you're looking around, you count 8 individuals on the ship, either unloading or on the ship itself, walking along towards the top. And as you're looking around, you are almost shoved aside by a scrawny-looking, almost you think maybe a kid at first, but it just seems to be a dwarf. That pushes past you. Out of my way! And as he walks past you.
Hold on, just one moment. Are you from the crew of this ship right here?
I?
And Jen's going to reach into their purse. Sorry to take some time out of your day. I actually came with the ship myself, but I seem to have lost my crew. And I think some might be around here. I just wanted to see if you might have spotted them. And Jen is going to pull out a couple of gold. And is there any way that the pirates in this setting would typically, like, tip off each other, like, hey, same hat?
I don't think you would necessarily know that. That's more of a cultural thing that you'd have to know by living here for a certain amount of time, which you have not necessarily done.
I was mainly thinking, like, pirates on the Sword Coast, since Shin has been in so many different ships.
Yeah. No, it's more of you would know more specifically that a couple gold isn't going to satiate or get the information that you want. You're going to have to give them a whole lot more.
Jen will pull out a full platinum.
You pull out the 2 gold first, and he kind of like, it's not worth my time. And
all right.
And as you do that, you pull out the platinum, and just as he's about to turn, that's more like it. So, what are you looking for?
Well,
let's make it quick. I do have to get to things.
One moment out of game, I'm thinking about how to do this, because I don't know the in-game pirate lingo or what would work to get this specific information. Is there anything Jen would know that would be useful here that wouldn't just have this guy thinking, oh, he's hunting for other pirates? Because Jen wants to avoid that.
I mean, I would just, even if you use the wrong words, Jen would know better than to, like, tip off a pirate to, just in general, you'd know how to not tip off pirates into, like, you're looking for another pirate for, justice sort of things.
Right. So the ship came in a while ago, and I actually have been out for a hot minute, but I heard they might have gone to a certain island nearby, and I'm fairly new to the area, and I want to meet up with my friends again, but I'm not quite sure how to get there. And Jen will do a little eyebrow raise and look over to the cargo where the sign is and look back.
Yeah. He kind of looks back at you, and for a moment, what island you be talking about?
Jen's gonna look around just to make sure nobody is passing by within earshot.
I mean, there's plenty of people around in general. Not a whole lot of people other than your party in earshot. And I'm just gonna pause here for a moment because I see some things going in chat. Twitch and Squirt, are you guys like kind of interjecting as Jin's having this conversation, asking these questions?
No, waiting to see how it goes first.
Okay.
We need to get another line of conversation going.
Okay. All right. So I apologize. I derailed myself. So he asked what island.
I heard it's one with fairly high elevation, if you catch my drift.
He squints at you when you say that. No, I can't say that I know a way to get up to the Skyhold, but
You know someone who does.
I may have heard a few things. It's possible, if you speak to the captain, that he may know how to get up there.
Jen pulls out 5 more gold and says, "Can you take us to your captain by chance? I don't know. He sounds like someone I would love to have a conversation with."
He kind of like looks back and forth at all of you. Well, I suppose I could see what the captain thinks about this. Alright. And he snatches the gold out of your hand. Alright, follow me. I imagine I'll be yelled at for this. I like it with a big sigh, but he really wanted the gold. And leads you onto the ship with the 3 others of you following Jin. You guys make your way onto the ship, and there's 3 levels to this ship. It's actually a fairly large ship. The cargo hold is pretty big. There are crates inside, and as you make your way inside, it smells kind of like rotted fish, though you get a sense that it's not just fish in these crates. It almost smells like, if you had to place it, probably gunpowder, that sort of deal, some sort of explosive material, as you are passing through these cargo holds. Twitch, you'd be pretty keenly aware of this scent. You've smelled it before. It is.
Can you remind me where I've smelled it before?
Just in your past, within your past life.
Cool.
Yeah. Specifically, you would know that this smell equates to very large explosions. All right, so...
Well, if they're not helpful, at least we know how to take care of them.
You make your way up to the upper deck where several of the pirates pause for a moment as this dwarf makes his way past, and as he drags or bringing all of you across, you just hear one of a large orc in long leather armor with a long arm leather patch. Lael, what are you doing? Get them off this ship. You see, I told him I'd take him to the captain. So I'm gonna, like hell you are. And 4 of the guys draw blades.
Hey, we don't need to start anything like that. I'm just looking for some fellow crew members of mine, and your captain might know how to get to them. Just small talk. That's all.
You say that to him, and he yells out, "Hey, boss! Get out here! We got some extras on the ship." Remind me, Kryn, have you ever personally encountered Jarl Axel?
Jen might have gotten close a few times.
No, as Kryn.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's good, because the person that walks out is Jarl Axel.
How did we happen to choose his? I'm just saying.
Might have been the only one in port.
He makes his way out. He's got a large, wide brim, like admiral sort of cap, long plume purple feather, large trench coat all the way down, and he is a very dark-skinned drow. You can see his long ears kind of hiding in the hat that he's wearing. And as he walks out, he looks over the lot of all of you. "Ah, welcome to my ship. I see we have some extra crew members aboard. What brings you fine individuals aboard my merchant vessel?"
Jen is trying very hard not to show any panic with that. I'm currently looking for a way up to the pirate skyhold. I was on a cruise ship from Luskin, and I lost contact with some friends of mine. I'm just trying to get back with them.
And, clasping his hands together, "These friends have a name, do they?"
Well, I'm not sure if they're their actual names. One is named Nori. I believe. He was with a woman I didn't really know very well, but they were the last two I saw. Dark hair, tan skin.
He rolled a nat 20 on his insight check,
Oh,
just
great.
in case you're
No, he
wondering.
didn't. No, he didn't. He rolled an 8.
Dre's, you. So because because it's being used in this way, so Dre's, you kind of get a lay of the situation, and you working in the Book of Fate, you like studying it. You had a premonition of something that this was gonna happen earlier today, and you saw how it went, and you saw that he absolutely believed what Kryn was telling him at this point. And I'm going to say that prefacing, Kryn, roll me a deception check, because
Great.
unless you roll a nat 1, you're going to succeed on that.
Okay, so how did that
Oh,
happen?
thank God.
He had a 8 in his Book of Prophecy that he spent an hour studying today for the luck of everyone in the group.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I used that today.
Yeah.
Is it a one-time thing or like a reoccurring ability?
That is a reoccurring
I don't know how many
thing.
charges it has, but I can do it once a day.
It's only
Okay.
once a day. So there's no charges. You get one shot only if you study for an hour a day. Study.
Well.
So he kind of like looks over you, Jen, at first like looking like he doesn't believe you, and then what were a few of the names? Sorry.
Which one did I say?
I don't remember. That's why I'm asking.
Said Nori was one person he knew, and there was someone else he didn't really get to know very well
Okay.
before they got split up.
He squints at you
You
for a
started
moment.
describing a woman.
Yeah. He before you finish describing the woman, he's. How do you know Nori?
It was on the last ship I was in. We were sailing around the coast. I actually got off quite a while ago, but I'm trying to reconnect. I've kind of been out of a job. Was wandering around. I've gotten bored. I want to hook back up with my old crew.
Interesting.
And
Well-
throw off another few random
yeah,
names
yeah.
from the ship. Just be like, yeah, I don't know anything about what happened with that.
So-
I got off.
Yeah.
before
So
that.
everyone else in the party, you all would recognize as Jen's having this conversation. All the other crew members have kind of surrounded you all. They all have their weapons drawn as if preparing in case something crazy happens and you guys are attacked. And Jen, as you finish talking, that is interesting. It just so happens that I do happen to know where Nori is. He managed to make his way into the Skyhold fortress. Now, obviously, let's be real here. And looking over at everyone else in the group, not Jin specifically, I take it the rest of you are not pirates.
Only on my good day.
Are you trying to flirt with him?
No.
Okay, okay. It almost sounded like that. Does anyone else say anything?
I'll say, just say, no, I'm not a pirate, but I do dabble in some questionable things.
I may have to contact you later, depending on what they are. And you, little one, not a pirate, are you? Not with that massive sword?
No, she's the muscle.
Obviously.
Arg.
Is that a joke?
No.
You say that, and almost before you, like as you're saying no, he paused for a moment and he's like, it's been a while since anyone had a gall to do something like that to me. I can appreciate that. Now, this friend of yours is in Skyhold. What's the freaking map thing? I think it is Skyhold, right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay.
Pirate Skyhold. All right, yeah. So, yeah. So your friend is in Skyhold, but unfortunately, I'm not the one to get you there. You'll have to do some work around town in order to make your way up there. It's less, how we say, exclusive.
One moment. I can't hear. There's some feedback from Squirt's side.
Ah. Okay. Muting real quick.
there is.
Yeah, muting real quick. Squirt. May want to mute yourself. Okay. Okay. So he basically says, I can't get you in the Skyhold, but you know, if you do some work around town, you know, you might be able to make your way in there.
What kind of work? I've done a few different things. Shouldn't be too hard. I've picked up a few
Well.
jobs in Neverwinter before.
You say that, but I imagine for the others, killing some guards may be high on their list of things not to. Looking over at the lot of everyone else.
I didn't really get what he was saying.
He wants you to kill some guards for him.
Don't do that. Suggestion.
You're not there.
Yeah, Alen's not there, but you hear the faint voice of Alen in your head. Don't do that.
I mean, if need be, you all can wait for me. I'd be fine with that.
Someone's disappointed in you. Sorry.
Say that again.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, those three don't have to go. They were just getting me here. Friends I made along the way.
Well, you see, that's kind of the problem, is you really shouldn't have been on the ship to begin with. And at that point, you hear some steps moving and encroaching on you. So, here's my stipulation. There's a few guards towards the end of the dock here that may or may not appreciate some of the cargo we're taking in to the city. So I'm gonna recommend that instead of passing the guards, you find a way to distract them or dispose of them.
Distract or dispose?
Well, preferably dispose, but, you know, sometimes things can't be helped.
I think we can handle that.
Sounds like a normal Monday.
Too hard.
You see his hand come out of his vest and like lower, like kind of like flatten it to the ground, and you hear steps around you, kind of like step back. Very well. Make your way off the ship. Don't look around. It won't be good for your health. And help out with the guards, and we'll call it fair, and we won't hunt you down. Sound like a deal?
And after this, we get up to the island?
No. After this, you get off the ship with your life.
Oh, okay. So we can just leave and you won't know whether we do it or not.
Yeah, that didn't seem practical.
They're watching the end of it.
I
They're
mean-
waiting to get the cargo off.
Well, yeah, but if we leave the ship to go take care of these people, like, let me see if I'm following you here. We leave the ship to take care of these people, and we can live. But if we leave the ship, we can just leave.
Roll me an insight check.
I'm rolling it too, because that's basically what I was asking.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Everyone on the ship
okay.
can roll me an
I'm
insight
glad
check.
I wasted a nat 20 on this. Beautiful insight.
That is probably the best insight roll anyone's made all night.
Also,
Twitch, you are very keenly aware of this situation, even though you've never been in this particular situation. Being a bounty hunter, you've been in this general situation. The idle threats that seem idle, like he's letting you off the ship, he obviously has crew elsewhere off the ship already. That are watching these guards.
Okay.
So
It's not giving me all the information I need.
So basically, they're watching to see if you actually do anything with the guards, and if you don't, they'll find
they're
you.
gonna shoot us.
Yeah, basically. It's a trap.
And then they'll be caught by the guards. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
They'll have to leave.
You guys are making enemies all over the place.
Okay, so I'm still not convinced that this is actually going to help us.
Jen is gonna speak up one more time. Before I leave, after we do this, we don't have to go back on the ship, but I know who you are. I'm from Luskin. I get what's going on here, and yes, I do get how, what's the word? Not great the situation is for us, but if you can just get me in contact with someone, I might have something you'd be interested in. But we can take care of them. I'm already formulating an idea, but sure.
He just smiles at you, Jen. Oh, good. You do know who I am. I was concerned that you were just feeding me lies and you hadn't had any contact with pirates. Now,
Oh no.
you know who I am. I
Jarl
imagine
Axel?
these
Yes.
others probably have some idea, and you understand the situation that you're in. Don't mess
Yeah.
it up.
I'll sit there and be like, not a clue.
Well, good sir, my name is Jarl Axel, and let's just say that I run a certain organization of people who you don't want to trifle with. Does that help your situation?
I mean, I deal with, I'll say him, like, I deal with the undead, so I mean, we all do weird things.
He just kind of like not quite grasping how that makes sense to what he's talking about, but you see him like momentarily like he looks at you confused, and then he like reaches in and it's almost his whole arm like disappears in his jacket, and he comes back up and he pulls out this contraption, just for quick reference, it's a gun. He pulls out this contraption.
A gun?
Yeah. Just think like really steampunk. It's got a lot of mechanical
Like a
pieces
flintlock
on it.
pistol.
Yeah, basically a little hand pistol. And he holds it directly at you, Draze, and says, "Now, I understand you have magic. I have a few tricks of my own. Let's get to the point here and just go do what I asked, and you won't die."
How many of them are there on this? Here?
There are at least 8 just on the ship top with you, including Jarl Axel.
Okay, so that's 8 people. All right. Hey, I just needed the information. If there was 3, we might have been fighting, but if there's 8, but I mean, I'm not. Well, is there anything? Because I don't know if I'd be scared. Like, I'd be worried, but at the same time, I don't know if I'd show it.
I don't know if you'd show it, but you definitely should be worried for your life.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I get that you need the guards taken care of. I don't think
Jenna's just gonna turn around and start walking for the door.
is what do we need to do in order to get what we actually want, though?
Well, you want to live, right? That is something you want?
Obviously, in order to take care of your problem, I need to be alive.
Well, then we both get what we want.
I don't think this will be the last time I see you.
Oh, I hope not. This has been a very pleasurable experience for me. I was worried I was going to have to put some of my own crew in jeopardy. So, thank you. And he, now, scurry along. And just, like, ushering you off the ship. And you guys head off the ship, and we're going to flip back over to Kiva and Alen, because I know Kiva is just about done for the night. We're not going to be able to play much later tonight anyway. So, Kiva, I'm gonna skip a little time as you guys we're gonna go back to you guys after Kiva drops. So we're gonna skip a little bit of time. Kiva, with you and Alen, you guys watch the box for about an hour. It's about all the longer it takes before you do see a person taking the money, and they have long trench coats, and they have red skin, long red horns, and look like a tiefling. Kiva, you have seen this specific person before. They were flying out of the bank when you were making your way up to it.
Interesting. Okay, and we're in a position right now where we're watching.
Alen is seeing this through
Okay.
Edgar, and I would imagine relaying it to you, probably telepathically.
Yes. Can
If
he
you
like telepathically screen share if his mind is?
maybe not that fast or quick, but yeah. So, yeah,
And
sorry.
How long was this after we dropped off the gold?
About an hour. About an hour. He comes in, he picks up the gold, and in his long trench coat, you see him pull out what looks to be a box. Barely smaller than the box that you're putting the stuff in. It's maybe that big. Not very big. Maybe like 6 by 6 inches. A cube, and he puts it in, kind of like looks back and forth, making sure no one saw him, and takes the gold, puts it back in his pocket, and walks away. Do you guys follow him? Alen?
What's he doing?
Yeah, Alen, are you following him?
I guess so.
Okay. Okay, and I'm gonna ask Kiva, are you going to get the drugs?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you wait till he passes you, You would see him pretty clearly now. He has dark black eyes, just completely black, devoid of any color, pupil, whatever that you can see. His horns are bright red, and he has long danglies from his horns as well. And his skin is also very bright red, very much a red-skinned tiefling. And you wait till he passes, and you walk back, and you grab the box that's inside the other box, and open up the contents, and there are 15 vials of Dragon's Tail with a note that says 50 gold apiece inside.
15 is a lot. Damn.
Yep. And they're not very big. These vials are only maybe an inch or two lengthwise.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay.
And
it's natural.
Yep. So you get that, and Alin, you follow this guy, and he
is Alin following, or is
Alin via Edgar? Sorry,
Okay.
Edgar follows the guy via Alin, and from Xandar's arms, you see him make his way south towards the North Port area, just to the left of Castle Never. He makes his way down south through the town, all the way over to the wall, makes his way down and around the wall, back over to a small abandoned house over in the far side, just sitting just over the water. And that's where he goes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Do you relay anything, Kiva? Are you doing anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kiva, what are you doing?
I'm giving her a play-by-play.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Kiva, what are you doing?
It might be a little like too, and he's like, okay. He's like shifting his head. He's like, he's picking something up and putting it back down.
Nice.
Okay.
Literal inch by inch.
Where exactly did he go again?
North of the Beach Leviathan, almost due north of the Beach Leviathan. It's basically the last house
Okay. Gotcha.
circled there.
So out there, outside.
Yep,
Okay.
outside the wall, the north part of the North Dock.
Okay. Did Edgar see if he stopped and talked to anyone, or did he just went straight there?
He didn't talk to anyone. He went straight there.
See what Edgar can make out about the place. Does it look to be like his actual residence, or is it just like a stopping point?
Yeah,
see what he
so
can-
from the outside, this building looks pretty rundown. There's long, tall grass in front of it. It has not been maintained whatsoever. A few of the windows are broken. It looks like an abandoned house from the outside. Is what I imagine Alin would relay.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know that helps us very much right now, but we at least have a location we can get to Sabine.
Just go in. Don't wait.
So, even Sabine said her people need to be in place for at least a day or two to make it look good. So, we have the dragon tail already. Do you think we should just hang on to it for now?
Test it. Make sure
No. That is a fair question, though. Do these vials look like what I saw him give to Zumo the other day?
Yeah, this looks like legit Dragon Tail.
Okay.
But how will you know?
Yeah, how will you know?
Make sure it's legit.
Squirt's ready for it.
Just a little drop. That's all it takes.
I'm not giving you 50
Do
of my gold.
not. Don't do anything stupid, guys. I know that's really difficult for you.
They're not
You
here.
say stupid, we say fun.
Yeah, fun is definitely. When else are you gonna have this adventure? I'm just saying.
So, Alin,
Never, hopefully.
Alin,
Yes. What?
honestly, which of our companions do you think would be interested in trying this?
Probably Squirt. But again, don't.
Just curious.
I said who it was.
Okay.
Oh,
I
man.
said, but again, I'm telling you, do not. Because she usually makes the worst choices.
Yeah. I mean,
But also the
at least when
funnest.
she's been drinking, yeah. I'm imagining drugs probably won't affect her that much better. So, yeah.
I definitely missed what you guys are talking about.
It's fine. You guys aren't there.
Drugs.
So I guess for now we need to head back down to the Protector's Enclave, wander around, act like we're scoping the place out for selling.
Yes.
Alright, I guess we should do that at this point, but definitely keep in mind where Edgar just followed that tiefling guy to.
Yes.
All right, and you guys walk around the Protector's Enclave.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the gist of it.
Okay,
What
cool.
we'll do.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and like Kiva's not even going to start asking around for people that are interested yet. At this
Just-
point,
Hey,
she's just
what
kinda,
advice?
case in the joint.
checking out some of
Yeah.
the different locations. Okay, this might be a good spot to scope
We're
out
gonna-
people, you know.
Yep.
that
We're gonna
kinda
be
stuff.
asking guards, though. Remember?
Yes, I'm aware, but she's still trying to make it look good.
Ah, yes.
Olen's not very good at this subtle thing. Olen's
I
like,
don't wanna make-
Olen's like,
Saying
we
that
asked the
in
guards,
character.
right?
I'm not saying that in character. Shush.
All right. So yeah, you guys spend the rest of the day then making your way around the Protector's Enclave, kind of casing the joint, seeing where good spots might be to like pretend to ask people or that sort of deal, making it look good.
Or even actually ask people, just don't sell it to them.
Right. Okay. Roll me. You know what, Kiva? Roll. If you're actually asking people, I'd like for both of you to roll me.
Not yet. She's not asking people yet. This is still just locations.
Okay. Okay.
I thought you were asking too.
I
Wait,
thought
wait,
he
wait.
said I was asking
Yeah,
people.
like-
That's
I'm
fine.
sorry. No, I thought.
That's all right.
I
That's all right.
misunderstood
All
what he
good.
was saying, yeah.
All good. Yeah. All good. Good. All right. So you guys spend the rest of the day walking around the Protector's Enclave, casing the joints, and looking to see if there's any good places to make it look good, like you're gonna sell drugs. And
Right.
Kiva, I think you're good to go if you need to head out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Have a good night.
have a good night.
Catch you guys later.
Yep.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
We're gonna
Bye.
flip back over to the other side real quick. And Elen, I apologize. We're to be honest, we're probably not gonna flip back again because it's already
That's
9. So up to you if you want to stay or not.
I'll just hang out.
Yeah, that's fine.
If I have to leave, then I will.
Okay. Okay. So the four of you make your way off this ship. Quickly, I imagine at this point, Jen's probably like
No,
ushering
definitely
you out.
not quickly. This guy's an asshole.
He is an
No,
asshole.
Jen
Yes.
would
Casually.
hurt all of you up.
Jen's
Jen is
pushing you.
bolting for the door.
Yeah.
Yep,
Jen-
yep.
Honestly, if he told us not to look around, I might be glancing around.
Jin will not be responsible for anything that happens here.
Twitch, roll me a perception check.
Well, I have a passive 18.
Yeah, but you're looking like specific. You're. He told you not to look. You're like, oh, I'm looking now. Okay, so
It's all foreign to me. That's all I can say.
most of it is with the passive perception. I am still going to take that into account. You don't notice anything like looking hard at these boxes or looking soft at these boxes as you're making your way past. They do all seem very similar, and you get that scent in your nose once again, and it dawns on you what this is with your passive perception. This is definitely an explosive material. You've seen it used many years ago when dwarves were using it to blow up sections of mountain to start digging in their homes in the Feywild. Actually, this material is not from this plane.
Oh, okay.
Would I? Ooh. Oh, I can't. Well, I kind of wanted to glance around.
Oh man.
This might be
Dre's, man, you all are walking a tightrope.
I wasn't going to do it until you mentioned the other plane thing,
Oh,
so I
okay.
won't do it in
Okay,
general.
that's fair. I can appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so you guys make your way off the ship. Twitch, you catch that and you lock that in your brain, and you make your way off the ship and kind of what was the name I gave him? Laels? I think it was Laels, something like that. The dwarf makes his way off with you. Hey, now, you heard what the captain said. Make sure it gets done, and yeah, don't come back.
Well, how will you know when it's done? How do we tell you?
Oh, you don't have to tell us.
Oh, no.
He's got eyes everywhere. He's always watching somewhere.
Oh, okay, right.
I mean, I don't know if you're playing it off Twitch, but you would be keenly aware that he was not bluffing.
And Jin would probably, as soon as out of eyeshot, be as freaked out as you've ever seen Jin.
Yeah, as soon as you guys make your way out of earshot of Leol's, that dwarf, Jin just like, okay, we're gonna be good. So, and Jin just like goes into a tyrant of who this is, why you shouldn't be trifled with. Don't fuck with Jarl Axel because you will die. He basically runs Luskin, like single-handedly owns that city. Yeah, don't mess with him. He's much more powerful than he lets on.
I mean, we faced a
The
phone call.
The dragon would be easier to deal with again. And the bone claw combined.
I feel
Don't.
like we could do that, though.
Don't.
We have those abilities. Think of how weak we were then. We got this.
I love
We
Twitch's
don't.
overconfidence.
Alright, well maybe not today, but at some point we're gonna kill this guy.
Yeah,
if he
I
tries
want
to
to.
kill you, I'm not going to step in. I'm saying that point blank right now. I'm not
You're
doing it.
So,
Say
What'd
that
you
one
say?
more. Yeah, sorry. Say that one more time, Jen.
Jin basically is like, if you try to attack him, I am not stepping in.
Well, we're not attacking him now when he's surrounded by
No.
crews.
He is always surrounded by someone, even if you don't see it. Don't do it.
awesome, the three-way split then.
I can tell you're freaked out. It's gonna be okay. We won't do anything too crazy today.
So
Insight check.
yeah. Speaking of crazy, so Jen, go ahead and roll that insight check, and Twitch.
I didn't think I was gonna do anything crazy, but
Yeah, Jen's just
It seems
making sure.
it seems like Twitch was serious about that, not planning to do anything crazy. Yeah, in fact, she sounded kind of bored when she said it. Like, it's gonna be a boring day. Nothing crazy today. Speaking of crazy, though, you guys are getting closer to the edge of the end of the dock, where you see two armed Mentarn soldiers standing by the dock, kind of like watching and checking out the cargo that's being unloaded from a distance. What do you guys do?
Like, if we're close enough, like I would like to try to get. Hey, fellas. Would you believe us if we told you we were working kind of undercover for Sabine?
No. Nice try. Next question.
Well, and then okay, I can only do. That's what sucks. Is I wish I can upcast hideous laughter.
Yeah.
Well,
Jen is going to use panache and is going to turn on the charm after taking a moment to compose himself. Well, believe it or not, we did get a tip-off of some people down that direction, actually.
Which direction?
It seems Jen is going to point towards the city itself, right inside the gates when we passed by, and we have been keeping a lookout for things, and you're the first guards we really saw. Those were the first ones we saw over here. Wait, words.
Yeah.
Okay.
So before I'm gonna
Okay.
let you roll this persuasion check with advantage, they want more specific information on what information you're telling
We
them.
think somebody might be selling some of those drugs that have been going around.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
Cool.
With advantage. I don't know if you're gonna like the outcome, but
What time of day is it?
It's still pretty early in the morning. It's still like 11:30. I guess early in the day, not early in the morning.
And question, is there anywhere secluded, right inside the city that would put them out of sight?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. So, first things first, you say that, and
And
they
Clearly saying inside the city.
right. You say
And-
that, and they look at you and inside the city. Interesting. Okay. Hank, go in to the city and go look and see what you see there. I'm gonna go talk to those guys and see if I can get any more information than what he's telling me here. It's yeah. I appreciate your candor,
we might
citizen.
need two people. There were a few of them over there, and they looked fairly nasty.
Few of them.
I think
Go
they
ahead.
might have been picking up something. I don't know. I saw like
Does anyone else interject? Does anyone else
No, 'cause,
helping Jin?
I know if they split apart, I can deal with one. So I'm sitting there waiting.
Okay.
Jen
Twitch?
is going to describe kind of like the little vials they saw the other day.
Okay.
The poison ones, not the drug ones, but just be like the little vials had some liquid in it, and they were like, just give a general description of like maybe some kind of emptiest building we've seen passing by the area.
Okay.
And say there were like a few people in there. We think like someone might have gotten a bunch of people to buy it at once. They're trying to get it out fast maybe. Like they're trying to get rid of the merchandise.
Yeah.
Now that people
I
are
got it.
tracking down.
Yeah, I got it. He's going to go check on it. I need to know who you got this information from, so we can take him in and get more information out of him.
We didn't get any information. We were passing by. I happened to see someone heading in there that looked shifty.
They would have watched you walk past them. They know that you walked past them, went to go talk to these people, then came back to them.
Okay, I wasn't sure how far down they were.
Yeah.
So where specifically are we?
You guys are. Let me zoom in on. Okay, let me zoom in on the map here. You guys are right here. That is way too big, but we'll do.
So, okay, and so the ship, I guess, is off that pier.
Yeah.
Off the end. Okay.
It's technically like way down here, but I didn't want to just draw it on the map.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think I might have, like, I knew we were way down there from the description, but due to, like, the, size discrepancy, I was thinking it would be a little bit too far for them to tell details. I don't know.
Well, they were there watching.
Yeah, I mean,
guess,
they're
that's why I wanted Gabe to clarify where we
yeah,
were at.
you guys walked past them to go to that ship. It's the only ship on that side. And then you walked back to them and told them that. He's going to go walk down that dock to get more information from whoever you got it from.
Alright, is the other one already left?
The other one has already started walking away.
Okay,
The other one's already, I will say, the other one's already about 30 feet away, and he is running to go deal with the dragon tail being sold in the town.
Okay, guys, I will take one for the team.
Are we
I
all
kind of...
about Jarl Axel?
No, I'm going to go ahead and let you all give an idea what I'm about to do. Kick him and then run.
Why? I don't think that's gonna.
Because Sabine will get us out of jail after we explain what the deal's going on.
No, that was not a get out of forever because you're a bunch of dumbasses. That was you got to be doing city business and have a decent reason.
And this isn't the city business.
Nope, it's not city business.
No, she doesn't know about this. No.
I think we just.
But it is city business.
But we can't pass it off.
All right,
We
so
cannot.
we know what Dre's is about to do. Dre's, you're about to take one for the team, unbeknownst to you, because you aren't aware of this information. So I will let Jin and Twitch, Jin, Twitch, and Squirt. I will let the three of you roll insight checks to see if you can gauge Dre's reaction to what he's about to do, because he is definitely going to have a tell for it.
Yeah, he's like a one-armed, guy.
Right.
I got 2 arms now.
He's got a tail for it.
Wow.
Wow, those are some great rolls
I've
tonight.
apparently used all my luck for today.
Yeah, apparently. Jin, you catch what Dre's is about to do just before he does it.
Jin says, "Hey, Trace, why don't you go with that other guard? I mean, you need to show him which building it's in. One of us needs to."
I'll say under the breath, what is the purpose of him going down that way? Like, we need to get him away from there.
Are you three?
He's not going down that way. We're talking to the dude that's gonna go down the other way. I'm talking about the guard going towards the city.
Yeah. By this time, the other guard is like 45 feet away, and that guard is already starting. This guard in front of you is already starting to walk past the 4 of you standing here, just kind of like, all right, well, we're done here, and he's gonna start walking past you guys.
Jen is going to stop him and say, just 1 minute. I am not supposed to say anything about this. I have a friend who is searching in on this trade, and if you go down there, you're going to blow his cover. This actually is something with Sabine. We do not need to do that. Look at my face.
You already tried
Can
that
I roll
once.
deception, please?
I already know you're not working with Sabine.
Really?
You already tried that once. That was the first thing you tried.
Yes,
That's a
and we were
no-go on
telling the
that.
truth on that. You do not go down there. Can I please roll persuasion?
I'm actually gonna say no because you've already persuaded him. He needs to go down there.
What?
I didn't say you needed to go down there.
Well,
You
inadvertently, you did. So you all need to figure out what you're about to do because this guard, unless you're stopping him, is going to walk down there.
You know
Are
what?
any other guards within eyesight?
Nope. Not
Cool.
within eyesight.
Jen, how close are we to the water?
You're really close. You're like maybe 15 feet from the water,
Jen
tops.
is going to.
I kick him.
All right.
I'm about to do something.
Yep. Dre's.
If you throw him in the water, he's going to stay in the general
Nope.
area and see what's going on.
Nope. I'm doing something.
Okay, I'll hold
Jen
off
is
for just a
going
moment
to-
then.
Accidentally trip and send both Jen and him into the water.
Roll me a strength check.
Does it have to be strength? Can't it just be athletics?
No, this is a strength check. This is a grapple to bring him into the water with you.
Yeah, have you ever tried to drag someone into the water?
Yeah,
They
this is
definitely
a
will.
strength check.
Should have kicked in Misty Step. Kicked in Misty Step.
Kicked a Misty step.
I'm looking.
All right, so you guys see Jen trip all of a sudden and rush towards the guy, and with both of her arms just like grab him with both of his arms grab him as he like starts lunging towards the water, pushing with both
Shit.
legs, and
Nope.
I'll just roll for the guard, but
Please
you
no.
are so flippin'
I
lucky.
have nothing else.
So
I can do.
flippin' lucky. Jen, you succeed on that ridiculously low roll for you.
Oh my god.
He rolled a 3. Even
Thank
with a
God.
+5, that is still a failure. So, you guys see Jen just tackle him and start wrestling him, and it's a struggle, Jen. You almost don't make it to the water with him. And he's like, What are you doing? And he starts pounding on your back to try and get you off before the two of you collapse into the water together. And he is wearing heavier armor, so
Yep. And with that heavier armor.
well,
as
hang
he's-
on. The two of you go into the water. What is the three of everyone else doing?
Laughing my ass off.
Yes, staring in shock.
Trace?
I'm always like, you should have let me kick him.
Yeah, Trace is like mumbling himself and going, God, you just let me kick him. All right. So if you guys aren't doing anything, Jen, we'll go back to you. He is in the water. It is deep water. It's not shallow water here. It is craggy, rocky, and about 20 feet deep already.
And Jen is going to take out the Kraken Tooth dagger so that he can breathe underwater.
Uh-huh. And do what?
And Jen is just going to try and keep pushing him lower and
All right.
try and drown him.
Okay, Jen, roll me one more strength check. He will actually have disadvantage on this one because he's in heavy armor trying to make his way up.
Ooh, this got dark. I didn't think Jen was gonna.
Right.
I
No,
didn't think
Jen
so
is
either.
fully prepared to kill both of these people.
Yeah, 12 to 16. Okay, so yeah, you managed to drown him. He goes under the water, and the three of you, for watching this for almost 3 full minutes, neither one come up, and eventually air stops bubbling up from the top, and after the 4th minute, you see
And
Jen surface
Jen
only.
is going to go up under the docks they're standing on and just tell them, go get the other guard. I'll meet back with you. Just like out of sight.
I didn't want to kill. I'm over here like kind of freaking out. Like I didn't want to actually kill
Well,
a Neverwinter
too bad.
guard. That's on you when it's up to submit with our friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you.
Everywhere. Yep.
Yeah, no more laughing.
Jen tried to get him to just leave, but there's like nothing else Jen could think of. So yes, Jen absolutely is fine with this.
Yep.
I had a safer alternative.
Chaotic neutral. All right. So does anyone go get the guard? The other one that's running into town. He's 60 feet plus away from you guys now.
Why wouldn't we just let him go?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him go.
Okay. All right. The three of you let him go. Jen, where are you headed? Because I think the three of these guys are just waiting for you.
No. I don't think we would.
Oh, you're not? Okay. What are the three of you guys
No.
doing?
You're like, holy fuck, Jen just killed someone. And look at the other two.
And I'm just walking away whistling.
Yeah. Like, I'm definitely
Don't
gonna
be
sit
suspicious,
after
don't
this.
Yeah.
Jen is going to, while underwater, change what they look like, and is not going to come up. They're going to, I think. I'm trying to think of what Jen's gonna do here. I don't know what Jen's gonna do.
All right. Well, that's fine because I think that's where we're gonna end for this weekend. We'll leave it on a cliffhanger. Figure out what everyone's
Oh
gonna
my
do when we
God,
come back,
why did you
and
do that?
we're gonna meet back on October 30th to figure out
No,
what.
we're still planning to be here on the 23rd.
Oh, that's right. We are planning to be here on the 23rd. Dre's is out, so we
Yes.
will attempt to
Unless
have.
anything comes up.
Yeah, we will attempt to have a session. If we have too many people out, then we will not. But yeah, we are. This got dark. I love it. This is great. We'll see
I think Kryn
what next
is
week brings. Or
just gonna
2
be
weeks.
out. You're never gonna see Kryn again.
Probably.
And you can just say that he was the shady associate who you're now tracking down, and you're going to be calling on your
You
tiefling
guys
friend.
make terrible
Yeah.
choices.
Yes. Alin, have you not been privy to this party?
Yeah.
Alin,
But here's
if
the
Alin
thing.
knew about this, he'd be deeply regretting all of his life choices.
I love that Alin.
But-
I love that Alin follows Asmodeus and yet is like
He doesn't
basically
follow
lawful
Asmodeus
good.
willingly.
But here's the thing. Dre's thinks that was a very bad idea.
Jen's panicking.
Yeah.
Follow Asmodeus willingly.
I know. It's just ironic. Yeah, I love it. Even
Dre's is going to later on just be like, I was going to lead him away.
yeah, I mean, I feel like even Squirt's looking at the situation like, well, shit, that was dark.
Should have done that.
All right,
I
so
don't think Squirt is physically capable of feeling regret.
yeah, so yeah, we'll meet back up on the
Squirt has never
23rd.
regretted anything. Ever.
23rd. Yes, we'll meet back up on the 23rd to see how this pans out, hopefully. And yeah, we'll see what comes of this. Hopefully nothing. Fingers crossed.
Bye.
I wanted to show you guys since
What?
it's 2 weeks. You guys won't remember it. I finished the map, so I'm excited for this map once you guys get here.
Hoping this doesn't affect our Leland contract.
Right? No.
So
So
it's definitely.
I'm excited about this
You-
map.
Why? Why?
All right,
Killing
guys.
the guy was one thing, but then letting his like friend